What's up? Hola. How's everybody doing?
Un gran saludo a la comunidad española.
Big greetings to the Spanish community. Anybody who speaks English out there who tunes in, thank you very much. Appreciate your interest. We're hosting these to support the players, guys. Everybody makes some money. Prize pool is $160. $80 is going to Scan because he's playing in 2 show matches. And Dandy makes $40 and Terra makes $40. First there'll be a random versus random, Dandy versus Scan, 5-game show match. So it won't be 7 games, but 5 games. And then Terra will be playing Terran versus Scan's random. That'll be another 5 games. If we don't have super long games and Scan's not tired, we might get a team melee game at the very end. So that would probably involve a 2v1 with Dandy and Terra versus Scan. It's not really a team melee, I guess, if Scan doesn't have a partner, but we'll go with it. So waiting for the casters to show up. I think A-Bug and Whyusuk will be our English casters, and Ivaniox will be our Spanish caster. We are the only stream I'm aware of that does English-Spanish casts, which is really weird and funny. So I'm looking forward to that. Alright, we got about 13 minutes till Scan plays Dandy. What's up, Carlos? I like these spells they have on Trovo. I don't even know what the hell they mean. One of them says stay safe. I guess you're just wishing someone well. I feel like a wizard on Trovo. Practicing dark magic. All right, my casters are here.
Hey.
What's up, A-Bug?
Doing pretty good.
Hi.
Hi, Ivan. Thanks so much for joining, guys. How are you two?
Oh,
I'm fine. Thank you.
I know it's a little later for Ivan. It's 10 p.m. in Chile. 8 p.m. here for me and A-Bug, I believe. Whyusuk is going to be coming. He's 1 hour behind, so it should be 7 p.m. there.
wait, I thought he was Eastern time.
He's in Tennessee. I think they're 1 hour behind us.
I mean, I'm in Tennessee, but I'm. Oh, okay. It depends where in the state.
We're just gonna have fun, guys. We got this kind of funny, weird Spanish-English cast thing, and I was hoping actually Ivan would cast in Spanish, and you and Whyusuk would cast in English. It might be a little bit weird for you guys. I'm used to it because we've done a lot of these, and yeah, just go with it.
Yeah.
This will be a first timer for me.
It's such a stupid format, but you know, because we put out the YouTube VODs and we have some English speaking viewers, and they were like, it's okay that there's Spanish casting, but just like make sure there's some English as well. So we're like, okay, maybe we can do that. And during the live event, sometimes we have a few English speakers. I think they're mostly Spanish speakers. They tune in from Dandy's channel.
Mm-hmm.
We do most of these events to really support the players. It's free prize pools, so if I don't host an event, it kind of goes to waste, right? Like this is 160 bucks. 80 is going to Scan, 40 is going to Dandy, 40 is going to Terror. We always give a prize to each player regardless of outcome, and they make the same amount. Because Scan is playing in 2 show matches, that's why he's getting more. Otherwise, if it was another player, they all be making 40 bucks. So, you know, it's something.
Yeah, that's nice. That Scan is able to play versus Terror and Dandy in a row.
Yeah, I think he's done
5 games.
5 games each. Yeah, we used to do 7 games, my friend. 7 games each show match, but they end up being sometimes really long. So we're gonna go with 5 games. If we have time at the very end, we might have a team melee 2 versus 1. Scan being alone, and Terror and Dandy playing him. I don't know. It's kind of a stupid idea from me, but if we have time and they're not tired and they want to do it, maybe we can do that.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
What's up, Whyusuk?
Okay. Yeah. What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
It's been a while.
You and A-Bug are going to be English casting, and Ivan is free to cast in Spanish. He can talk in English too, but I was just explaining to them that we've done a lot of these. Whyusuk, I don't think you've been around for one, have you? For an English-Spanish cast?
I don't think so, man.
So it's kind of weird, but just, I don't know. Go with it, guys. Have fun. We're just here to hang out.
Well, you better spit it out real quick.
How is your Spanish, Whyusuk? How's your Spanish, A-Bug?
Hold on.
I can
I'm
understand some
garbage.
things, but it's not that great.
So this is going to be a learning experience for you guys, right?
What?
Spanish? You guys took Spanish in like
I don't know how
class.
much I'll learn, but
Did you take it as a second language in school?
So
I
you
did,
need to
yeah.
find something that
Like,
you can
15
me
years
too.
ago.
keep using that'll make 10, but it's not the number 2. So what else can you make? Okay, so
don't think
take
he's talking
4.
to us.
Keep adding 4. Are you gonna make 10?
I think
Hey, what's the
Whyusuk
next
is
option?
teaching his kid math.
Okay, can you? Okay, so what else?
The maths. So
Okay.
these are live and not
No,
from
it's
replay,
not.
correct?
Yeah, we always do these live. Africa
No.
TV and
Yeah, that's 10, but it's,
Trovo.
you cannot take 2 and make 5 though.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, 3.
Oh, okay.
I can speak a little bit of Spanish through Google Translate.
Se supone que Ivaniox es nuestro locutor español.
I use the audio icon so it reads out something that you translated in Spanish.
Oh, you can already do more than me, bro. I can't even do that.
That's how I communicate with Dandy because his Spanish is much better than his English. That's how I communicate with Korean players that translate it to Korean. I don't hit the audio icon or whatever, but you know, I'm just saying thank God for Google Translate.
I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of this. Like, I have to full screen it. It's not letting me do it.
Yeah, but written Spanish translation by Google is easier than listening. I mean, you can't copy paste the spelling.
Yeah, it's true. Well, I appreciate you joining. It really helps when we do have a Spanish caster because a lot of the audience, like I mentioned, they come from Dandy Stream, just Latin Americans who want to watch him play or Terror. I think some of them are interested in Scan too. Eh, Ivan? There's an interest among the Latin Americans in Scan.
Yeah, Scan is very well-known player. International, I mean. He was in USA. He played a lot of 2 versus 2 on IC Cup. And you know that depleted the Argentinian man.
Yeah, he does all our graphics. Big shout out to him.
But with the Scan, he teach him to play 2 versus 2.
I didn't know that. This must have been a long time ago, huh?
Yeah, many years ago.
When I came back, there was a 2v2 Latin American tour. Terror was being taught by Depleted how to 2v2. Dandy and Babbo won that, I think. And Terror and Depleted got to the finals. That was like last year, maybe 1.5 years ago.
I want to say
Probably.
that's
Whyusuk is a big 2v2 player, so he's part of our TQ clan. He's playing Shield Battery. Ivan plays Shield Battery as well. Yeah, I forgot. I've seen your messages in the Shield Battery Discord.
Nice. Yeah, I played the first month and half of January, but soon I will back to BSL, some ladder. Maybe many other players will do the same. So the amount of 2 versus 2 is gonna decrease, I think, this on the next month.
BSL has announced that they're planning to do. Zero has announced he's going to try to do a 2v2 league incorporated in BSL, I'm guessing, so that could be exciting.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's the perfect home for it. They have the infrastructure set up for it.
Yeah.
Once Shield Battery gets that lag update, it'll be great.
Lag? Shield Battery?
They're working on what they call the netcode fix. So they want to fix the TR so there's less lag, I guess, when they're players from different regions playing against each other. I don't know that much about it, but I heard that's the biggest update that they're trying to work on. And if they're successful, that I think would attract a lot of players to Shield Battery, even their 1v1 ladder. So if a Peruvian can play a European with less lag than there is on Battle.net, that's huge. And BSL could host more games on Shield Battery as well, right?
seems very good.
Us as well. I don't know what Scan and Dandy are gonna play on, like TR 14.
I think if you are observing, you I think 12.
I don't know what we do usually. I feel like it's 14 or 16, but you might be right. Like 12.
Well,
low.
I have played tier 14 versus Scan and 2 versus 2. So between 12 and 14 should be good. Should be fine. Let's try 14.
All right, so Scan is in the channel. Dandy is finishing a match.
Yeah, he's playing.
Big shout out to Dandy, man. He's in the Trovo streamer program. I think he's the only Brood War player that's actually like sponsored by a streaming platform. If he's doing really well in the Trovo streamer program, he should be making like $1,500 or something a month, which is a lot in Peru.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it's a great opportunity for Brood War players, especially in Latin America when there's a lot of viewers. And if they're tuning into your events and they enjoy it, and you're doing a lot of like streams and stuff, you know, you meet the performance requirements and you get a bunch of money from them. So it's great. And all this time they've been sponsoring these prize pools that we do, right?
Yeah, for Dandy, the exchange rate is very good.
We're sending his
$2
kids to college, guys. No, I'm happy helping him out, Scan, too. It's too bad that it's a bad time for Europe. Otherwise, we'd have more European players at this time.
Are we just casting for VOD or are we casting for Twitch?
We are on Trovo. I can send you the
Or
link.
Trovo. Okay. So I know Scan is streaming to Twitch
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
on Twitch.
Africa TV.
No, he's on Twitch too. He's got a decent following. He's got like 200 something viewers right now. Usually gets several hundred. Actually, you can get up to like 1,000 or more, depending on the time.
I'll try to get him to close it down. I just don't want any issues. Players aren't supposed to be streaming unless they're on Trovo. Something interesting as well, if a viewer of like Dandy is also watching ours, Trovo counts both viewerships, right? So if we get like 50 viewers and Dandy has like 150, and say our 50 viewers are also watching Dandy's, we come out with like 200 viewers. Usually we make the sponsors pretty happy with the viewership, in large part because of the Latin American viewers who tune in at this time. Because I think they want to watch Dandy and Terra and stuff. I tried hosting like during the daytime, featuring Europeans and North Americans, but we couldn't get enough viewers to satisfy the sponsors. So I had a choice, either to stop doing this because they weren't going to keep sponsoring events with not decent viewership, or like come up with a strategy to satisfy the sponsors, right? So this is kind of what we came up with, was have Dandy and Terra play, have them play like DeWalt or Scan, whoever, and have a Spanish caster. It's been working out. We've done about 15 Trovo events now. We've done about 7 or 8 Africa TV ones.
Soon you will need Nice for the new BSL player.
What do you mean, Ivan?
Casters for streaming Chinese.
Oh yeah.
The Mihu games, and of course Legend. You know the Tiku player.
Right. Yeah, that's an interesting topic. I have some opinions about that, but who cares what I think? Dandy is finishing up a TVP. I'm trying to get his ass here because Scan is always very professional and on time. So is Dandy, but if he's in a game, I think he's trying to finish it.
Well, this is a very common issue in Peru. If you say
You
some
finished all your
time,
homework
some
already?
schedule time,
You did it right.
Sorry, Ivan.
When it comes back home, it better have a good grade on it.
Whyusuk's doing some parenting / casting.
Do what? You heard me?
Yeah, of course we could hear you this
Oh
whole time.
no! Hold on, man.
It's
I
all
thought I
good.
had my push the chat. Yo, hold on. Let me fix this, y'all.
It's all
I
good.
thought I had push the chat on.
Our emotes on
Hey.
our Twitch and our Discord are Whyusuk and his kids. Kind of funny.
Hey, you gotta make sure your kids doing their homework, man.
Half-ass parenting. He's like playing StarCraft. Hey, you should be doing your homework. Were you doing your homework? Or were
and,
you
and,
playing
and
StarCraft?
work and bring money to
All right, how about that?
home.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
You hear me all right?
That's real homework, Ivan. Ivan, feel free to chat with viewers in Spanish if you want. We're just, I guess, just waiting until Scan comes for Dandy. I'm sorry.
Can you send me links
Yeah,
to
please.
chat? Are we or Trovo
We are on Trovo.
or both?
Anything quick TTV.
Okay.
Hola a todos. Gracias por sintonizar.
You guys can't hear the Google Translate that I'm doing, right?
No, I don't hear
No, you can't. No. It's alright, Whyusuk. We're just hanging out.
you. Oh,
I was teasing you about that. It's no issue.
Dandy's going to R here, okay? That's cool. Dandy, I remember, and I say this about every time I cast, but it's been a while since I cast, but Dandy used to have a mean Protoss versus Terran. Like, he would actually race pick against his opponent whenever they were Terran. Instead of doing TBT, he would do PBT. And his Protoss was good. I remember he swept Terror once.
It's impressive.
Yeah. 5-0.
Yeah, you're right.
Ivan is a
Dandy
Dandy fan.
used to play. Not really. I have played him a lot from many years ago, so I know him well. Also, it's can when Soul was reborn. It can teach Dandy. So Scan knows how Dandy plays.
And see, the funny story behind that is I was actually in a clan with Scan, Agio, I think we had Voneth, DeWalt, and a couple other really good players. And we went against Soul Clan. And I remember Bobo matched up with Terror. And I want to say Danny matched up with somebody one time. And Danny and Bobo would always sweep us for some reason. Like, even though we had Bonnet and DeWalt and all those guys, they would still just roll over us. And we actually lost Clan Wars with that lineup. With Scan, DeWalt, Bonnet, and Agio, we would lose Clan Wars against Soul Clan.
Dandy's here, guys.
Alright. Now, who's doing the Spanish casting?
Ivan. DM Shaolin.
I will.
Okay, hey, feel free to talk over me anytime whenever you're translating for our Spanish viewership. That's perfectly fine.
I can translate, so
He's
no
like, I plan on
problem.
doing it anyways.
No, he's not gonna translate what you guys say. He can say whatever he wants, and then he can talk to
Right,
you guys
right.
in English. You guys can speak to him in Spanish, but you're gonna have to learn Spanish first.
Oh, okay, so we are gonna do a TR12.
Random versus random. Ah, yeah, that's very interesting. I think that Dandy, uh, I believe that Dandy playing serve is better than Scan playing serve.
Yep. I think that's what that means anyway. Yeah. Chobo scan. Now, last time we had one of these, I think Scam was playing at a very weird time of day for him. I believe this is late in the evening. No, this is like morning for them, right? Yeah. 10 in the
ASL maps.
Even better. No, he'll get so mad when he's playing. He'll be like, "Oh, this map sucks." It's so frustrating when you play and you don't know a map, though. Like, beyond frustrating. Oh yeah, it'd be awful, dude.
Alrighty. This is not. Do you ever watch South American soccer? Or football, as they call it?
As the whole world, except for America, calls it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and Australia.
Well, you see how excited some fans will get over football. I'm sure it's the same in StarCraft. Alright, in the upper left, spawning is the Red Terran on Polyploid. We have Scan. And in the bottom left, spawning also in random as the Blue Zerg, we have Dandy. Classic Ox, changing colors while
Sí,
I'm trying to give the intro.
Sí. Bienvenidos a todos, la comunidad de habla hispana. Este cast será tanto en inglés como en español. Y quien les habla es Shaolin, o también conocido como Ivaniox, de Chile. Tenemos que en la esquina superior derecha está jugando Scan con Protoss versus en la esquina inferior izquierda Dandy con Zerg. Cabe mencionar que estas partidas fueron random contra random, por lo tanto se esperan muchas sorpresas.
So being that both players have spawned as random, I think both are going to go for very kind of middle of the road builds. So I wouldn't expect to see anything too crazy out of either. However, I think this definitely favors Dandy in that he doesn't really have to change his build very much based on what his opponent is. He can just go straight 12 hatch, which he is. Whereas Scan doesn't, not knowing what Dandy is, doesn't really know where to put his opening buildings. So I think just the RNG favoring Dandy already here.
Yeah, nuestro comentarista en inglés dijo que Dandy comenzó con 12 hatch, lo cual puede ser normal dentro de lo que se espera al ser. Sin embargo, el Protoss estaría en desventaja al no conocer la raza del ser. Lo esperable, por un lado, para el Protoss es partir con un Zealot, atacar, buscar un gas relativamente rápido y jugar aprovechando el gas. Es una situación difícil, especialmente por las posiciones cruzadas. Así que probablemente este juego esté a favor de Dandy.
We have 2 gate, I believe, out of Scan. Is that a second gateway there? Yes. So I don't know. I think Scan is making, based on his resources, I think he is making more Zealots. But because of the scaling timers, this is very good for Dandy. Having been able to go for 3 hatch, now gas, he should be totally fine against this pressure here. But
yeah, but it's very strong rush, 2 very fast gateways, but the problem is the cross location. The path is very long.
nice pull back here behind the line by Scan, but I don't think this is save the outcome. And yeah, these Zealots can't get in. So at this point,
acá notamos.
Go ahead.
Notamos que Dandy partió sacando una gran cantidad de Zerglings, simplemente para detener este ataque sorpresivo por parte de Scan. Se viene el todo nada, al parecer. Necesita controlar el juego, el Protoss Scan, de tal manera de acumular ventaja y así solventar la falta de expansión que normalmente tiene un Protoss versus Zerg.
And really forcing a lot of Zerglings here. Oh man, look at this micro too. Wow.
I'd like to see him stutter step slightly better, but still really good trade.
Dude, that was a great trade.
Yeah. At this point, yeah, I think he's safe to take that Nexus now. I don't know if Scan can get anything else done. I think if he can at least force out another probably 16, 20 lings, like he can probably have the game used up.
Yeah. And just
Sí, los
at it.
enfrentamientos continúan y sí, los enfrentamientos continúan y se reduce la cantidad de zealots, a diferencia de la cantidad de serlings que aumenta. Sin embargo, la economía de Dandy está bastante debilitada. Por lo tanto, los próximos minutos se espera un juego defensivo por parte de Scam.
Yeah, just think, this is how Protoss is used to have to play pretty much. I mean, oh, see, this is going to be a little bit dangerous now that, okay. This game might be in a little bit of trouble because it's more lings than he was hoping for. He was hoping to force some lings out, but now he's being a little bit overrun here. He's being forced to get back in his base. And it looks like Dandy is just going to keep pumping lings. He's not backing down. So he may end up having to cancel this expansion. Oh, and he does it. I don't think he knows how many lings Dandy has made, though. So this might be game ending right here.
Could be. Let's see. I think if he's got an addition, if the 6th Zealot gets out, it might be fine here. This is gonna be really tight, though. Let's see how the drill goes for Scan.
Sí, un enfrentamiento muy cerrado.
So you got
a duras penas Scam pudo tener este ataque. Con una sonda logró ver la tercera expansión del ser. Por lo tanto sabe que está con una especie de all-in de Zerlings. Y solamente queda mantener este juego defensivo.
Now behind this, Scan does not have tech. Like, neither player is teching out. Both are just like stuck on these tier 1 units. Again, this does slightly favor Zerg to some extent because of the Zergling speed, but Protoss does have a second base mining, and I don't think that Dandy is... Yeah, Dandy has not saturated his national or third, so as long as if Scan's able to get to the point where he's making probes, this was actually fine for Protoss.
Starting to lose some probes here. He's not really able to micro him too well. He cannot afford to lose that cannon being put up. Losing a lot of probes in the main. Oh. I think he lost 5 probes there. He can afford to lose a couple more, but he's really got to get this cannon up. And I think he's accomplished that. I think Danny knows, hey, I have to start droning now or it's game over. Because he's not breaking this at this point.
Scan doesn't have any gas. I haven't seen any sort of tech coming out from him or progression. I think at this point he's just kind of... Okay, there we go. We do see a small transition coming out, but I think both players are just going to sit back and assess their day.
La economía de Scan se vio debilitada, sin embargo, está haciendo mejoras de ataque para los Zealots. Lo que se espera es que en un par de minutos salga con velocidad para aprovechar esta ventaja. Por otro lado, Dandy, al estar atacando constantemente y con este semi-all-in de Zerlings, quedó con una economía tremendamente debilitada. Por lo tanto, los próximos 3 minutos podrían definir el juego a favor de Scan si es que Dandy no hace una ofensiva interesante.
Very safe gate. Kind of what I expected, considering that Scan does not have 2 gases. I don't think he can afford to get the Corsairs. So, somewhat normalizing game here. I don't really know who's ahead at this point because, I mean, again, neither player has really gotten their ideal tech transition.
Yeah, we are seeing, I think, +1 attack from those Zealots.
And we see the evolution chamber as well from Zerg. I don't know if this is +1 attack or if we're going to see like a Carapace into Lurker Lean. But I'd imagine we're going to see a Spire or Mass Hydra. I haven't seen a layer, so yeah, we should see Mass Hydra here. I don't think that there's any way you can go without Mass Hydra at this point. Now, one thing that's...
O sea, I mean, Dandy is trying to build his 5th hatchery, but it will cost the game, I think. It's very dangerous.
Yeah, and another thing is Dandy does not have a lair. He cannot get Overlord speed, so any Overlords he has out on the map are like he has to keep Zealots at Hydralisks at home, so he can't really get out on the map very effectively right now. So at this point, I feel like Scan is in a strong position to kind of determine how he wants the game to go.
Sí.
I think he could
Scan está explorando la base del jugador Ser Dandy con su primer corsario. Ya tiene la mejora de ataque, así que espera un ataque bastante fuerte. Y el problema de este Ser es que tiene que defender 2 puntos, su segunda o expansión natural y la tercera. Por lo tanto, Scan puede forzar a que gaste mineral en defensa y atrasarlo aún más.
Their speed kicking in. I really think this is the beginning of the end for Dandy, though.
He'll die to these Zealots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's enough, but with the sunken there and enough lings to buffer, there's not really. Like I think if Scan attacks, there's a problem here. Scan really just needs to catch any units that are out on the map. Like this move out right here, Scan, if he catches that, should be in a good position.
Sí. Vemos a Dandy buscando los celots en el mapa, sin embargo no los encuentra, ahí los vio, se viene un enfrentamiento o al menos esquivarlos hasta juntar un poco más de hidras y lograr vencer este primer ataque. Y por otro lado, Scan probablemente esté haciendo los primeros storms para asegurar la tercera expansión.
And Dandy does scout the third base coming down from Scan here, but don't think he really has a chance to punish it. There's enough Zealots in the middle of the map. 6 Hatchery is down for Dandy, so he will have an army here soon, but until that point, I think Scan's going to get this third base up, and with this Templar count just kind of ballooning here, I do like Scan's position a little bit more right now. I think Dandy's going to have to catch Scan out of position or try to secure 4th and go into Hive or Lurker.
Yeah, he really needs Lurker at this point, and that's the only way he's going to be able to secure another base is if he gets Lurker. And even then, I don't know how he's going to hold it unless he goes for the Lurker Scourge play.
Well, he just now got high a layer, so
right.
There's not really. He doesn't have a third gas either, so Dandy's kind of in this weird position where his army is slightly stronger, but Scan is outscaling him on the map with macro. So do see the third gas coming down. So Lurkers are a potential really good drone count from Dandy. So Dandy will have a strong army here, but there's going to be enough storms out that it's going to be. The game is easier for Scan at this point.
There's so many Zealots. He's like, I'm not making any storm. I'm just going to mass Zealots and just roll my opponent. And here we go. We're going to have a little encounter here. Is he going to go with it?
Well, you say he does have Templar, so I am not sure where those are exactly. I think he might be trying to defend.
I don't know how to storm yet.
Yeah, a little.
Sí, el juego que busca Dandy en estos momentos es salir con una masa bastante fuerte de hidra con mejoras. Está esperando el +2 para lograr destruir estas unidades del proto. Sin embargo, Scan ya tiene algunos storms defensivos, lanza las tormentas.
High Templar goes down.
See the +1 attack on those Hydralisks just shredding the Zealots.
Yeah, he's doing way better than I anticipated, but Scan's really running back and forth, and he got pinched in a bad spot right there. I really felt like
don't know
if
if
he just
Scan's got
opened up.
stormed either. I don't I haven't seen him throw a storm down. Like, that fight should have gone a little better for Protoss than it did. I mean,
Yeah.
that is probably about
I
9
think it's
storms.
done now. You see him chasing.
Yeah,
Just do
we see the
storms,
goon
no
count.
Rex. May not need. Oh. And he's gonna have to drop another storm. Yeah, there we go.
Overall, good trade for Toss. But a huge flank coming in here. Yeah. We'll see how the storms go. Yeah, panic storms there.
Ooh,
Nice storm
really
there on
crazy.
in the bottom. Now, the third base is mining for Protoss. If Protoss can just avoid dying right here. This is actually decent. Guy he's building up. He's not quite at the critical mass of goons, but he's almost there. One more round of goons from his gateways, and Protoss is actually going to be too strong for Zerg to fight before Lair Tech.
Looks like he sent a drone up here, and he's kind of misclicked it at the top left of the map. He's not really got it in position yet to make anything. Oh, that's just a stray Hydra. Never mind. He's afraid to fight. He doesn't want to die.
El juego de Scan continúa siendo defensivo. Sabe que Dandy está tratando de atacar fuerte con estas 3 bases. Sin embargo, si es que logra tener una cuarta base Scan, puede cambiar a la ofensiva y ser un contrincante bastante difícil para Dandy.
Oh no! And he is just gonna suicide all these Hydras to get that Nexus, and he did it.
Play by Dandy, actually. Like, Scan is in the lead. It was, but
I was about to say, I think that really turned it around for Dandy here.
yeah, with just a pure Hydra combo.
Their supply has evened out, and him really knocking out that third gas expansion was really critical for this to actually keep going for Dandy.
Yeah, like Ivan was saying, like, this looks like it's, you know, Dandy's a little more comfortable in Zerg than Scan might be on Protoss.
And that's strange because Scan actually has a very good Protoss. I've seen him play Protoss several times before in a 2 vs 2 setting. I cannot remember his name to save the life of me, but Scan actually plays Protoss with his Zerg ally. What? I think we've actually had him on here playing Zerg before. Another fellow Korean of his. If Ox can remember the name, that'd be wonderful. Who?
Damn, yeah.
No. It's a Korean Zerg player that Scan played 2 vs 2 with against. No, it's not.
Old player.
Oh, there's so many, you guys. Yoon, hey, there you go. Yeah, Yoon's really good. Isn't he in what clan is he in?
He made it to ASL, what was it, 2 seasons ago? He kind of got bopped by Scan, but I mean, Snow, but hope to see him again.
He's in the same
Dandy
clan as
com-
Snow, isn't he?
Sure.
Like, they have a lot of practice
He's got
matches
some
together.
godlike
Oh, this lurker catch. Oh, man. Poor Dandy.
Dandy
does get a
comienza
probe, and there's no
a
observer.
desesperarse.
Wow. Wow.
Good hits in. Really soften up those units. Dandy is playing excellent. I got to give him a lot of credit on this. And we all know the level that these guys play at, but this was kind of unexpected, them both playing their off race, how well they're doing.
Así es, ambos jugadores están jugando con un nivel increíble. Sin embargo, las ventajas se empiezan a acumular en favor de Scan. Dandy está un poco desesperado, así que intentará atacar por varios lados y probablemente, si es que no le resulta, diga las palabras mágicas. continúan el enfrentamiento en la tercera natural y entre la tercera y la cuarta, atacando por dos lados Dandy. Sin embargo, su objetivo es destruir o pasar con un par de lurkers y destruir la economía de Scan.
Huge pickups, like great trades in units, but well, I was expecting Dandy to take the Nexus there. But we haven't seen much of a momentum shift for Dandy. Like he's kind of been on this layer tech now for the past 10 minutes or so. But we see Scan slowly working his way up the tech tree. Now he's got Archons in the mix. He's bled off a lot of his Dragoons, but like his army comp seems to just kind of his core army comp is getting stronger. I don't know the upgrade situation, but I think Dandy's gonna have to think about Hive Tech here soon.
I like
I'm
how
not sure.
Dandy's trying to harass, what is that, 3 o'clock? And then hit with the other units that he has, the mineral-only expansion. The Lurker Egg at the ramp is really good. I think that's a super effective strat. You can kill the expansion by the time Protoss can go up there to help.
Yeah, that's true. But we can call this reinforced learning. I think. Scan.
Ooh, this is not the best trade for Scan. Yeah, I think we see a little bit of Scan's a little bit uncomfortable with microing multiple places at once. And I think Scan's got the macro of Protoss down, like the overall strategy is just controlling the units is a little hard for him.
Sí, aquí vemos que Dandy continúa expandiéndose abajo y sin embargo está atrasado, no tiene hype, todavía está solamente con hidras y la única opción que tiene es tratar de destruir esa expansión con gas y dejar a Scan con una sola base porque ya prácticamente se le acabó el mineral, tanto en la principal como en la natural.
Yeah, Dandy just hitting both sides constantly. Scan does save those. Does Scan have cannons at the bottom of his 3 o'clock? Because, okay, he does. I was wondering why Dandy was never attacking from the bottom map. That makes sense. Now we do see a shuttle. I believe there are a Dark Templar in there. Whew! Big Zerg army. And they're like, this army competition, that's this This is a large Zerg army, but like, there's so many goons.
Mientras todo esto sucede, vemos un drop de Dark Templar en la base de las 6, eliminando la poca economía que tiene Dandy. Ya se le acabó el mineral en la principal, la natural le queda poco, y un daño de esta manera es definitivo. Probablemente sea un GG.
He hits at an amazing time. Yeah, Dandy just leaves. Really slick there by Scan, just to like go the extra mile and drop in Dark Templar at several bases while he's attacking in the middle. Very smart plays. Wow.
Did Dandy need more Zerglings? And was he attacking a little too much there? Or what do you guys think? It looked like he had it. But then when Scan moved out with that huge army, he just destroyed everything.
I think Dandy was on. Go ahead.
Yeah, he got a small gap to get an important advantage, but he didn't kill many zealots, or at least a very big amount of slots to get in good shape versus not expansion from scan.
I think Dandy also was not expanding enough behind the pressure he was putting on. If he had gone to Hive Tech or taken more bases faster, I think he would have been in a better place. But because if Zerg stays on layer tech like that, it's eventually the Protoss army. It's just harder for them to fight the Protoss army.
Gracias por sintonizar a los amigos y apoyar a los jugadores de StarCraft. En esta ocasión tenemos a Dandy contra Scan, ambos jugando random. Es una serie de 5 juegos para después continuar contra Terror por parte de Scan. Así que se viene una gran cantidad de juegos y esperemos que disfruten todas estas instancias de poder mirar jugadores de esta categoría, especialmente Scan, que es el invitado principal, y tanto Dandy como Terror, jugadores peruanos muy conocidos, probablemente estén dentro de los mejores Terran fuera de Corea y de China. Así que esperamos un muy buen resultado de estas partidas.
This game, on Eclipse, in the upper right, we have Scan spawning into yellow Terran. And in the bottom left, again is Zerg, we have Dandy. Now, very different game this time around. We see Dandy on Zerg again, but this time Terran Scan will be on his main race, and this is a 2-player map. So Scan's not going to know immediately what what matchup he's going to be in, but it's a 2-player map. He'll get an earlier scout off, and Terran has a little bit easier decision tree when playing against random than Protoss does.
Estamos nuevamente entre la partida de Dandy contra Scan. Scan está con Terran, su raza, en la esquina superior derecha, y Dandy nuevamente Zerg. Al parecer el destino está diciendo algo, le está sugiriendo que sea un Zerg. Y lo esperable es que salga con 12 pool para posteriormente cambiar a mutas. En un mapa de 2 jugadores se espera algo bastante clásico, sin tanta sorpresa, debido a que se puede explorar fácilmente qué es lo que está haciendo el otro. Y esta vez Dandy se está arriesgando a sacar una expansión. Él tiene confianza de que no le está jugando un Zerg, así que es parte del riesgo que toman al jugar random.
See, this is the thing about going R versus R. Being Zerg is the hardest race to know what build to do, because you have no idea who you're gonna. So if you go against a Zerg, you obviously have to get a fast pull and a fast gas to be efficient. Against Protoss, you want to get an early expansion, and Terran, you kind of want to do the same. But against Protoss, you typically skip your early gas until after you've gotten your expansion going and stuff like that.
Oh, I think I might disagree with you slightly there, in that I think Protoss might be slightly harder, because if you open like low ground build, like a normal Protoss versus Zerg opening on the ground, like at your natural, like a fast expand, if you do that against, say, Terran, you're probably just gonna die.
Well, you
Same
don't ever
against
do
the
that.
Protoss.
You always go 1 gate expand if you're against random. I was kind of surprised that, which I didn't see how early of a scout Scan got off on Dandy, so I don't remember exactly what caused him to go 2 gate early on.
He didn't get a scout. He just went a blind 2 gate.
That's crazy to me. Which, I mean, I guess it's kind of safe, because even Terran, you can get a goon out fast enough to be alright.
Well,
you know?
The thing is, if he hadn't gone 2 gate, if he had gone 1 gate, he wouldn't have been able to expand. If he had just gone and made Nexus, then all the Zerglings would have run across the map, and there's not enough.
Oh yeah, no, I never agree with fast. I never agree with fast expand against random. But now a 1-gate tech, I mean, that's probably your safest build.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Oh, it's awful.
Very
That's
bad. It's
that's
the
the
first one.
worst. Yeah, that's the worst thing that could happen to a Zerg, bro. Especially since he's already at 18 supply, he has to double Overlord now.
Yeah.
Like and now he has to sunken because his vulture's out, and Scan's vulture is gonna mess you up. Like he needs to just run these links into his base so he buys himself enough time to put a sunken down. And he's not doing it. You
Vemos el
crazy.
primer Vulture por parte de Scan que está eliminando algunos Zerglings. Dandy se vio afectado por perder el primer Overlord, lo cual afecta, más que la economía, afecta un poco el timing de sus mutas o del Sunken o de lo que estime necesario. Lo bueno es que logró descartar qué es lo que está haciendo Terran. Le falta determinar si es que son aviones o simplemente mech. Por lo tanto, se espera una leve ventaja por parte de Scan en estos momentos.
Now, I really like this move here by Dandy. It's a very risky move.
Oh, yeah.
But mech openers have very, very little defense. Like, the vultures are very abusive in the middle of the map, but if you force them to fight in the base, they're actually not that great versus wings.
Right, but see, this is Scan. I mean, he's not just... Oh, here comes some more links. Okay, so he's just going to pour them in. Danny might have this one, guys. I hate to count scan out so early, but...
Now, there's the first Goliath out. His SCVs are very tanky, so I don't think Scan is going to die here. I really think Dandy needs to get some drones out to get a second gas going, so when this Muta switch comes in, he can actually sustain.
Well, he's going to have enough to make 6 mutas, close to it.
Now, Scan isn't going to be pumping from 3 factories, so he's not going to have a huge number of Goliaths early on, but there's already 3 Goliaths out, and Dandy doesn't really have the economy to support mass Muta right now. So,
oh, I like this. So he's actually going to create a little miniature wall here. But
fue un ataque bastante efectivo por parte del Zerg Dandy. Destruyó algunos obreros, sin embargo su economía está muy debilitada, por lo que nuevamente Scan debiese tomar una postura defensiva para determinar a qué fue Dandy, si es que continuó con Zerglings o cambió mutas. Así que dependiendo de esto, es esperable un GG si es que pique mal parado a Dandy.
This guy is just too good, man. Look at Scan's timing with everything. Like, he knew, hey, mutas are done. Here they come. Oh. He's already got range done. Oh, that's going to be huge. He's got +1 going already.
now, Scan is very on top of the timing, but he's only got 5 Goliaths. It is enough to fight Dandy's Muta tech, but he can't move across the map and kill Dandy. So,
right.
Muta tech is very larva efficient, so he should be able to squeeze out more drones during this time. So, if Dandy can get a healthy drone count onto base, get a 3rd hatchery up, I think he's in a good position. He is just going to try diving here. I don't know if I like this because of the great SimCity here by Scan, but...
No, this was a bad play, though.
Well, I mean, the Lings and Mutas... Yeah, it's just... Not, yeah. There is some glimmer of hope there.
Great
he's getting some SCV kills here. It is keeping Scan on his side of the map, and he's taking kills. There's more Mutas coming out here. Yeah, good. We do see a second gas. But Dandy, in order to stay in this game, has to make nothing but Muta. He can't let off the Muta key at this point. There's no transition to Hydras. He has to sit on Muta. So, I think Dandy is playing correctly here. Just try to keep the SCV count low. He's getting really good harassment.
Oh no, the drones are going across the map.
Yeah,
that's now. Yeah.
That was a yikes. Yeah, I mean, the game is even. Like we see good harass coming out, a Muta dying here and there. Some SCVs going down, a few drones being added in. I think that is keeping the game even. If Dandy didn't do any of this, Scan is just automatically ahead. So now,
Sí,
one thing
notemos que por cada segundo que pasa, el juego se pone en favor de Scan. Y Dandy sigue estando muy all-in con estos mutas. Necesita hacer daño económico de tal manera de recuperarse un poco. De lo contrario, no podrá cambiar una fase defensiva en lo esperable del juego. Sin embargo, él va a seguir atacando con tal de recuperar esta desventaja económica.
I don't really like the dive here by Dandy. For this. He does keep the tech army back, but he loses like 6 mutas there. And he kills like 4 or 5 SCVs.
I would actually make a couple sunkens at this point.
Yeah, he has to.
And in hopes that if Scan does attack him, he can still survive while dealing more damage to his mineral line. He has to drop at least 3 to 4 sunkens right now, though.
Yeah, in Muta versus Goliath, you generally need to have about a third more mutas than Goliaths. So for like every 3 Goliaths, you need like 4 mutas to make the math work.
I really am worried about Dandy right now. Is he gonna get these sunkens up in time? If he can hold this off,
think so, no. He's in a rough place right now.
Sí, Dandy está en una situación.
Good. Oh, he attacked the sunkens that weren't made yet. All those extra shots, though. Ugh.
We see at this position.
Scan está buscando expansiones mientras que Dandy todavía no se recupera el ataque. La única opción que tiene es tratar de contraatacar buscando algún descuido por parte de Scan, pero en esta posición se espera lo peor. Se viene un tremendo all-in por parte de Dandy. Veamos qué pasa.
Solid mutas for Dandy, yeah. Difficult to call exactly what would have worked better for Dandy there, but I think both players did quite well there. Like I feel like Dandy actually made a very good showing there, even though he wasn't able to bring out the win.
Dandy was playing a bet because he lost his first overlord. So the only chance was all-in Sterling and then Mutas, but he failed.
An alternative is, since he was able to put so much pressure on early, Dandy could have tried going for a lurker build, which actually is pretty good against Terran Mech early on. Since Scan didn't have vision of what Dandy was doing back, what Dandy was making, he, I guess, had to assume mutas were coming.
Así es, acaba de finalizar la segunda partida entre Dandy y Scan en este cast que tiene un idioma bastante mezclado entre español e inglés. Por mi parte, yo soy DM Shaolin, quien castea en español, y mis compañeros que están casteando en inglés, bajo el apoyo de Team Think Quick, que auspicia todo esto y motiva a la escena del Brood War internacional. Tenemos en esta tercera partida la elección de mapa y será Ascension. Así que nuevamente será random versus random. Esperamos alguna sorpresa. Y vemos que ya superamos los 140 viewers. Gracias por sintonizar y apoyar a los jugadores.
Oh, okay. Dandy on Terran. At 12 o'clock as well. So let's see if he uses that mineral boosting that Scan likes to talk about. And at 9 o'clock, we have spawning in the black, we have Scan. I think red Zerg might be easier to see on this map. Yeah, I think red-blue. Yeah, I think red-blue is easier this map. Twilight tile set's hard to see black on. Yeah. So again, another really cool twist. Go ahead, Ivan.
Comenzó la tercera partida. Tenemos en la posición 12 del mapa a Dandy jugando Terran y abajo a la izquierda al jugador Scan de Corea, semi-pro. Así que esperemos que Dandy vea lo mejor, puesto que está con su raza. Sin embargo, Random vs Random es un escenario bastante diferente para lo que puede ser un Terran. Si no lo explora a tiempo, se espera un juego mecánico por parte de Dandy, probablemente avión, según sus preferencias, o una expansión rápida con un ataque de un Vulture. Así que veamos qué es lo que sucederá.
So really cool twist this time compared to last game. Scan, same matchup, but players being switched. Now, this is not Eclipse, so the way that the game could play out will be very different again on this map. And Dandy, it looks like it's going to go for a mech build. I think both players just favoring mech play in random, which I think is the correct move.
Right, I believe so too.
Yeah, like you're rolling the dice that you're gonna get either a TVT or a TVZ P in 66% of your games. So mech's the only way to go in those. So now what do we have here? Okay, interesting position to put the factory. I'm not sure. I think he's just expecting the Overlord not to scout it immediately.
Yes,
but I'm not sure what the.
It's to fake grades. He wants to elevator one Vulture and then some grades.
Okay.
Because the Scan is the kind of player that if he doesn't see a movement, he won't build a sunken.
I feel like though if he doesn't see the base, he should know that there could be a Vulture coming. But wow, double starport. Yep. I mean, you're right. 3 minutes 30 seconds, and there's no sunken yet. So Scan could be. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. You have to start at around 3:30, or it's gonna be late. But I don't think we have a Vulture coming out from Dandy. Not yet. Here we go. Now we have a Vulture in play.
You know, the trick to enter third base is with the SUV to receive the first shoot of the sunken, so the Vulture can join.
Oh, okay, you sacrifice the SCV. Get the vulture in.
Never mind.
How are you guys liking the outlook here for Dandy and Scan? Because I think that Dandy is. We do have some Hydras out for Scan, but I don't know if he's going to be ready to start Port 3.
Oh, and the vulture gets in.
They should be able to get a couple kills here.
I'd give
I'd
it
like to see him
one.
shooting something though. Like, hello.
I don't know.
Sandy,
Hydra's,
hello.
it's taken too much control to keep away from 3 Hydras to actually do anything.
Yeah, that was a little
these
weird
raids,
there.
see if these raids get anything done. I think they're going to be able to keep Zerg at his base. Is he going to get Cloak? Has he got to add on? I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you generally always want.
Oh, okay. So what he's going to do is he's actually going to go. He's going to 1-base this. Typically, what you'll see is 2 Port Wraith, bunker expansion, and then back into Marine Medic to kind of keep Zerg from getting that 3rd base. So it's 2 versus 2 as far as economy-wise goes, but he's going to 1-base this.
You can actually just 1-base get like a tank and bring some SCVs and some Marine Medic. You have a really strong push because the Wraiths keep the Zerg pinned on 2-base. And if you can, getting a couple pickoffs on like drones or overlords is really big.
Oh, here we go.
I don't know if I like him targeting the drones instead of overlords here.
There's no overlords to really get yet, so he doesn't see. I don't know at the top of the map if those are 2 Zerglings. Okay, so there's an overlord there. It's kind of hidden.
They're going for 6 Wraiths here, so heavy commitment. But I think Dandy's totally fine here. Like, these raids, they don't necessarily do a ton of damage themselves, but they deny. So they do damage by denying.
Oh, and he's going to catch this overlord maybe? Yep.
Sí, es Dandy, está buscando algunos overlords en el mapa, está buscando también retrasar a lo que es la salida fuerte de los Hydra por parte de Scan. Scan no saldrá hasta tener la velocidad de los overlords, mientras se defiende y busca aprovechar una ventaja económica. Sin embargo, si no hace algo Dandy a tiempo para defenderse, se verá en una posición desfavorable. Necesita poder asegurar la expansión y continuar un juego un poco más ofensivo.
See, I really actually think Scan knows that he's going 1-base. He's not getting that expansion. He didn't see a bunker and a CC or anything like that. So he's actually going for 3-hatch Hydra with Overlord speed to try to bust him early before he gets that Marine Medic count out.
Well, he's already up to 4 racks on Terran, so I don't think a bust is going to happen here. But
he might
Hydra,
not bust him. He's going to contain him.
Hydra versus Bio is a little weird. It tends to go... I don't know about you, but I think it tends to go very one-sided, one way or the other. It either very one-sided in favor of the Bio or very one-sided in favor of Hydra. I don't feel like it's typically like a close match.
Do Scan have the +1?
Not yet.
Not yet.
He should have Hydra speed and range complete.
Ooh.
Dandy is losing. He's lost, I guess, 3 of his raids now. But the thing is, he's forced the 2 4s. He's kept.
Might see an engagement here.
Yeah. Now, a big thing here is the lurkers. I don't know if Scan has a comsat station. He does. Okay. But again, he doesn't have a vessel here, so this is very, very dangerous here. But a lot of medics. Will we see Dandy try to go ahead and take his natural? Yeah, I don't think a bust is really possible here for our Terran. However, if he can deny Zerg's 3rd while taking his natural, that should put him into a position where you can then look to close out the game.
Oh, he scanned, but see, these are whole position lurkers here. And he walks around them. Who is this man? What?
This is like the double flank.
Right? He's gonna cut off any reinforcing Marines here, and hopefully he's gonna pull them back into his lurkers. Oh,
Yeah, I don't think Scan actually knows where the Terran army is right now.
no. Uh-oh. But
Lurker.
that's gonna hurt. Oh.
Well,
Wow.
Yeah.
it's
Wow.
all GG.
I'm not sure why Dandy just ran down to the low ground like that and didn't pre-scan. So you would
He only
think
had
that
one
there are
comms
lurkers.
set. I don't think he had the energy for it, did he? He only had the one comm set, and he scanned twice.
I mean, you could run one. I mean, even then, if there's hold position. I don't know. That's just a very risky build going one base like that. I don't know.
Which is why I wondered why he went one base rather than the expansion play. But, I mean, there's a reason why he's where he's at, and I'm just sitting here commentating.
Bueno, en esta tercera partida, Dandy cometió algunos errores que le costaron el juego. Si bien intentó tomar el mapa mientras esperaba el rango de los Marines, no pudo contra la estrategia de Scan que escondió algunos lurkers. Y le jugó en contra, perdió los Marines y perdió el juego. Tuvo poca efectividad el ataque de los aviones, pero esperamos que esta nueva partida sea mejor para Dandy, quien no se suele ver como el underdog, como el retador. Scan es un jugador semiprofesional, así que siempre estamos expectantes de qué es lo que puede hacer Dandy. Por lo menos sacarle un juego es lo que piden algunos. Y en otra menor escala que a Scan no le toque jugar Terran. Ya vimos que Dandy con Terran, que es su raza, no pudo contra Scan Sir, que tiene un muy buen entendimiento del juego.
Okay. We have Dandy spawning in the upper left here. Is the blue Zerg on Fighting Spirit. And in the bottom right, spawning is the gray Terran. We have Scan. Another TVZ. I think this is a favorite matchup for a lot of players, or viewers, I should say. So, hope everyone's enjoying these matches. Personally, it's one of my favorite. I don't know if I would say it is my favorite, but it might be my favorite.
Así es, nuestro caster en inglés dice que el juego preferido para ver a muchas personas es Zerg vs Terran. Y en esta ocasión, nuevamente se repite Dandy jugando Zerg y Scan con su raza Terran. Por mi parte, creo que Dandy tratará de hacer algo más agresivo. Ese 3-0 puede que juegue un poco con su mente, así que no va a tratar de arriesgar a que le salga un Zerg. Probablemente sea lo que había comentado en el primer juego, un 12 pool con cambio a muta. Sin embargo, las posiciones cruzadas tampoco favorecen al Zerg en este caso, así que veamos qué sucede. Scan seguramente va a intentar nuevamente salir con mech y buscar una expansión, a diferencia de ir con aviones.
So we should see another mech build coming out from Scan. Dandy is going for a 12 hatch. I think that's perfectly fine. Really, the only thing that you'll die to going 12 hatch is if Scan were to spawn as Zerg. Spawned as Zerg and gone for like a 9 pool or faster. But apart from that, even on a 4-player map, the chances that your opponent spawns Zerg and with 9 pool speed or faster is, I think, pretty low, especially in random versus random. So just opening 12 hatch, I think, is just a really safe build that's also very economic. Like, there aren't very many things that will actually just straight up kill you. Proxy, there are some proxy gate builds that can pretty much just guaranteed kill it, but just I think there's a lot of mind games in random versus random, and I think rolling the die going 12 hatch, most games you're gonna get ahead.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. It's kind of unfortunate though that Dandy has gotten Zerg all 3 games. Like, I mean,
3 out of 4.
Yeah, let's see.
He
That's
got
right.
Terran last
He
game.
went Terran last game. That's right.
Well, I like his. I do like Dandy's Zerg play. However, I do like this drone on the ramp. Surprised Scan doesn't just attack it. Yeah, good.
Bueno, aquí vemos los jugadores que están con el rol cambiado. Esta vez Scan está intentando jugar con aviones y Dandy con la contraparte Zerg probablemente intenta algunos mutas. Sin embargo, el timing no estará a tiempo y seguramente se espera que pierda un par de Overlords. Se viene el primer Vulture, el cual debía separar tranquilamente Dandy.
I feel like these, I don't know why, but Scan does seem to just thought, you know what, you went 2-port Wraith on me, I'm gonna 2-port Wraith you. Now, the spawns, I believe, slightly favor Dandy here in this game. Dandy's gotten the fast circling speed here. Wow, he does catch the Vulture. This is gonna force a second Vulture here, or keep the Wraiths back home. Like, Dandy's, he's committing hard to these lanes. What, do you like this? I don't know. This, because mech openings are very weak to mass sling. But
it doesn't matter. This block is solid. Like, there's nothing getting in it. And now he sees the link, so he's gonna pull SCVs right now. Like, I don't know what he was thinking. It's already a good game.
If he attacks the front, it's better than whatever he's doing right now. He's giving time for a Vulture to come out.
Sí.
Like, the Lings aren't going to defend a Wraith.
Se espera que Dandy pierda al menos 3 Overlords, el de la natural que está en la base de Scan, y otros 2 que están atacando en este momento. Ya perdió 2, este es el tercero, lo cual deja una ventaja significativa a Scan y le puede jugar psicológicamente a Dandy.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I like the mass ling, but once he saw the Wraiths going across the map, I did not like him pulling the Lings back. I think he should have just attacked the front there and forced Scan to make things at home. Because now Scan's had the chance to make more raids, do damage, and put up a defense against the Lings. So he's basically won on all fronts.
Como el ataque fue exitoso por parte de Scan, él esperará a que la mejora de invisibilidad termine para continuar molestando al Zerg. Está en una posición muy ventajosa, así que se espera un juego muy calmado por parte de Scan. A diferencia de Dandy, que que al parecer no tuvo una lectura correcta, sacó demasiados Zerlings, quedó económicamente mal y atrasado en el timing del Spire con los mutas que probablemente no logre sacar a tiempo. Sin embargo, se espera que intente sacar la mejora +1 para revertir esta situación.
Oh, it's running up to 7 wraiths here. Turrets are good to have to just anchor the defense. Raids, when they're microed well, can outrange mutas, but if they ever get into a scrap, like if they start trading hits ever, the mutas should win.
Yeah, but I mean the thing is though is he's not gonna have Overlord speed because he was so far behind. Like the distance that these two are apart economically right now is massive. I mean, there's like, well, he was down to like, what was it? Let's see. He was down to 6 drones, 7 drones, something like that at one point. I mean, there's like a 2.5 to 3 minute split between these guys. Honestly.
Me dicen por interno que Dandy está leteando. Esperemos que no, esperemos que pueda revertir esta situación. Sin embargo, está en una situación muy desventajosa. Las esporas no están ubicadas en un 100% correcto, así que con esos aviones puede hacer daño todavía a Scan. Quien está muy calmado sabe que cada segundo que pase es ventaja para él. No sabemos qué es lo que intentará Dandy con estos hidras, si serán un full hidra o con algunos lurker.
See a big run around now. A big Ling run by, but double bunker, like, there's not really... Dandy's fine, but there's not really much you can do.
The Lings can actually do damage even against 2 bunkers. There's no stem, to my knowledge. Oh, there might be by now, but...
We'll see.
If he can actually get on top of the bunkers before too many SCVs are pulled... I mean, he's doing a lot of hardcore micro right now, so he's not paying attention. Gotta go now. Oh, those are full bunkers, though. The tank really helped out, too. Took a lot of hits. That tank took a lot of the link hits, so those bunkers didn't fall. These Hydra's doing a lot of unnecessary damage to the raids. No last scan is trading like that. Ooh.
Point scan doesn't really need to try that hard with his race. He can just macro up at home, get things done there. He doesn't really need to over micro his raids at the expense of macroing at home.
Oh, he's not.
Están jugando muy defensivamente y sabe que Dandy está un poco desesperado. Los movimientos no son muy correctos los que está haciendo Dandy. Sin embargo, es lo único que puede hacer. Tiene un solo intento antes de decir GG.
I think 3 vessels out now. Playing a Hydra versus a mixed composition from Terran, I would not want to be the Zerg player. But we'll see. Like if Terran just kind of runs into all these Hydras without looking or stimming, like it's. Again, like these irradiates just make life really rough for a Zerg player. Like there's really nothing Zerg can do at this point. Yeah. I feel like a lot of that game came down to the weird decision making that Dandy did. I don't know what he was thinking because he made a bunch of lings, but didn't attack with them once he saw the wraiths. He just ran back home, which I don't really agree with that. Like I think trading the lings for Gan putting resources into defense at home is better than what happened.
Así es. Dandy no jugó correctamente, no exploró la raza de Scan en un tiempo, por lo que tomó la decisión de hacer speed, sacar la velocidad de los Zerlings antes del lair, lo que lo dejó en una posición fuera de timing para detener los primeros aviones, y esperamos que pueda revertir esta situación, por lo menos un juego, que es lo que le queda.
Hey.
Alright. So it's 12 o'clock on, this is Neosulfid, I believe. We have, wait, this is not Neosulfid. This is Neosulfid, okay, yeah. We have Anne in the Protoss. And spawning in the yellow Zerg, we have Dandy. So I think this is the same matchup we had in game 1. But different map here. I think Neosulfid is probably got some of the largest variety of just strategies that you can be seen. So I'd expect to see another
Scan
12
thinks, yeah, Sylphid, it's pretty standard. Scan thinks that, well, Dandy random means Zerg.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with the random number generator tonight, but Dandy getting Zerg 4 out of 5 games is, I don't know if that's good for him or bad. At least he's getting to use the same skill set twice. I mean, over and over again. Now, this positioning that Scan has put his first gateway in, he's gonna get the first scout off, so he is totally fine, I suppose, but this position is not that great for Scan. I know I said this in game 1, but I don't see a second gateway yet. There it is. So, might see a strong timing here, but also we have. Okay, so this is getting a little weird here because Lings will be out in time to defend the rush. The problem is that because this natural hatchery is delayed, the Ling count's going to be very low. Like, one hatch of Lings probably will not be able to defend 2 gateways. So I think it's going to come down to whether or not Dandy can hold on until the hatch production from his first hatchery expansion here is going to come down. And since it's out of position, he's not going to be able to defend it that well. So good positioning by good planning by Scan here to try and delay that natural as long as possible.
Aquí vemos que Dandy intentó sacar una expansión y se la bloquearon con un pylon. Scan nuevamente, parecido al primer juego, busca un ataque rápido sin gas, así que se vienen varios enfrentamientos. Al retrasarse un poco Dandy, hay un trade-off hay un intercambio de tiempo que se traduce en un par de larvas disponibles versus un poco más de economía. Así que mientras Scan presione en estos primeros momentos, se podría definir el juego tranquilamente.
That both players are in at the moment, because Protoss is dead if all those Lings get into his base. Zerg is dead if all those Zealots get into his base. Zerg's trying to defend 3 locations. Well, technically 2, but 3 bases. While Protoss is on the, on the momentum, but very weak at home. So, very strange position here for both players. Zerg, it's a little hard for Zerg to fight this many Zealots with this number of Lings, but they have to defend their hatchery right now. And this should go in the lane. Wow.
Really need to pick off that pro.
Yeah, good Zerg like micro here.
Oh, man, this hatchery's gonna drop. Scan just
Tenemos
right place these games.
el primer ataque de Scan, se ve bastante efectivo. Logró bajar la primera expansión de Dandy, lo cual favorece demasiado al jugador coreano. La opción de Dandy es un intercambio, meterse a su base y mantenerse ahí hasta que le baje todas las sondas, mientras defiende su expansión natural. Sin embargo, Scan inteligentemente bloquea la entrada.
Played by Dandy here, getting this sunken up, but I think it's just too few Lings, and letting Protoss get to the choke like this is pretty... Well, no, he's got extra Lings actually, it should be fine. They're in kind of a weird place now where Zerg has lost their first hatchery, but Protoss has lost almost all of their Zealots. And does not have a second base. Whereas Zerg does have an operational and should have a third hatchery on the way here. These Lings are not going to get in, but Protoss now has to respect Zerg on the map. So, I don't know, we'll see what happens. I kind of would like to have seen Dandy make his third hatchery at a third base location, but considering the way the game's gone, I think it's totally fine to make it at its natural, just to secure the larva count while he drones up.
Tenemos una situación desfavorable para Dandy, quien perdió su primera expansión, y Scan está jugando con una economía bastante sólida. Tenemos alrededor de 23, 24 sondas contra no más de 11 drones por parte del CERC. Ahora sí está en una fase de dronear un poco, sin embargo está en desventaja. El +1 de los Zealot saldrá en un par de minutos, lo cual permitirá que Scan ejerza presión durante 4 minutos o más incluso. Así que esperemos un cambio a Hydra y retomar una situación similar a lo que pasó en el primer juego, pero en un distinto mapa.
So that forge spinning means I think we should see some +1 attack finishing for the Zealots probably within the next minute. I'm not entirely sure when he started it. So when that comes, Zerg is going to need Hydra Tech. And be able to secure the third base. If Zerg cannot secure a third base, as in very, very soon, they're in serious trouble. Because there's really no kill tech available for Zerg.
I was about to say, the only thing he can hope to do right now is immediately go for Hydras, like, no more drones. He has to go for Hydra speed, he has to start making Hydras, and he has to march across the map. If the Zealots make it to his base, it's over.
Is that a fourth hatch going down in the main?
Yes.
There's a fourth hatch. Okay, so with heavy drone saturation on 2 bases, you can actually go for like 4 or 5 hatch Hydra. Will he do that? I mean, I think it's viable. If he gets that fourth hatch down, just mass his Hydra, there is a chance, a little window there where Dandy probably can break. But he's gonna need +1 Hydra attack.
Oh, that was a Stargate. I thought that was a gateway just for a block. Oh, okay, so...
It's a little weird, but it works, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of uses both. He's going to pop a Corsair out, and then he's going to fly it across the map, you know, and... So he sees the tech up. The problem is Zealot speed will be up in about another minute and a half. Maybe minute. And I don't see Dandy going across the map with Hydras yet.
I don't think the Hydras have speed yet. No, they do have speed.
Yeah, they do. He needs to go. Like, you have that speed, so you've got to, like, put your Hydras onto something. You can't just sit. Not in this position. He's already lost he lost the second hatchery he made.
Scan está enviando el primer Corsair para ver qué es lo que está haciendo Dandy. Acaba de ver los Hydras.
He's so fast to react, man. Like, I'd have lost that. And then I've been like, oh, what happened, you know? But yeah, no, for real. Like, he caught that thing before it took like 3 or 4 hits. Oh, yeah. That's me every time, bro. Now, if he keeps this Overlord alive and he scooted over to the entrance, he might be in decent shape. Because he's got a lot of Hydras now.
Yeah, this is a lot of Hydras. So, if, like, how many? I think there's like 4. Okay, he is forcing cannons, and there are High Templar out now. So, I don't think a bust is really on the table, but if he can kill the Stargate here, that would be really good.
No, free Zealot.
I hate that mineral only that Dandy had taken where he lost his hatchery. And I always see people take it. I never understood why. There's
close.
a gas expansion and it's closer to his bases, but...
You know what? I really don't know either because it's easier to defend because there's 2 choke points. That third expo that he took earlier, it's huge.
It's close to Protoss, too.
You don't really want choke points in the early game versus Protoss.
Yeah, but less minerals and less gas is not a big expansion.
Well,
if
I
you
was going
click
to say,
the
yeah, how many mineral patches are there?
How about here?
That's
third.
why.
Yeah, they're 1,000 patch. They're 1,000 minerals.
It's
Whereas,
an extra mineral patch too. There's 7 mineral patches at that mineral only. That's why. Okay.
I still hate it, but I'm a noob. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I think Dandy felt that too. So.
Yeah. Terminó la primera serie de Dandy contra Scan con un resultado contundente, un 5-0. Algunos esperaban que Dandy pudiera ganar al menos un juego, sin embargo no pudo. El primer juego sí estaba un poco más cerrado y tuvo mejores oportunidades. Y en los próximos momentos se viene Scan contra Terror. Esta vez Terror simplemente va a escoger Terran y Scan seguirá con Random. Por suerte terminó la masacre, dicen por ahí. Bueno, un saludo a toda la comunidad de habla hispana, también a Dandy Army que están viendo esta transmisión, y también un saludo a los nativos inglés que los casters están escuchando, o posteriormente los que vean después los videos en YouTube, también son bienvenidos en estos saludos.
Fun series. I think Dandy, you know, just went for some strategies that didn't quite work out for him, but like well played. I enjoyed watching those. So up next we'll have Scan versus Terror. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Terror is going to be playing Terran each game of the series. So
Yeah, I believe so.
with Scan continuing to random. So I feel like that slightly favors Scan in some regards, but I also think Terror is a very strong Terran. So I feel like the strategy, like overall, it will favor Scan slightly in that he knows his matchup, whereas Terror won't. But Terror's pretty solid, so I'm expecting to see some pretty strong games here.
I don't know, man. Scan's a beast. I think foreigners are just hoping to get like one game off him, and Scan's like, no, fuck you. I'm not giving you a game.
Well, we saw in the series, what was it, like a month or two ago? I think, did Scan lose the series versus Terror? I don't remember.
I would let them decide that, but I would almost say yes, because that is a huge advantage for Scan being random. I don't know. That's backwards, Ox.
All right, so guys, Scan is asking if he should tell Terror what his race is, but I'm guessing no, right? Because the whole point of going up against somebody who's doing random is like figuring out what their race is.
Well, okay, so last series it was even because they both went random.
Right.
When you go random and you know what your opponent's race is, you automatically know what build to do. Terror is not going to have that.
So that puts him at like a double disadvantage, you think?
For Terror, absolutely.
Why doesn't Scan just race pick then?
Because if he picks...
He can just pick different races each game.
Well, if he just randoms, he's just going to let it pick for him.
I
And
think
it's not going to give him an advantage on a map. So, like, certain maps are good for certain races. He would obviously pick, okay, this is a Protoss map, I'm going to pick Protoss, you know?
Well, okay, so random has disadvantages to playing random as well. So I feel like I think that the disadvantages that you get when playing against random are offset somewhat by random having to plan so many different builds. So I think it's totally fine if he doesn't announce his race. Even in like ASL, like when Flash played random, he did not have to announce his race. He just played random, and he did not win. So
He didn't win because he got Zerg like 3 times in a row or something like that, didn't he? He lost like PvP or something like that. Well, that and he's got like carpal tunnel or something in his hands.
No, he lost versus a Zerg, Soma.
Yeah, but every single game he got Terran, especially when he was against the Zerg, like the Zerg just gave up.
No, I think he actually lost the game as Terran versus Soma, if I recall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have to go back and watch the series, but I think actually that one of the games that Flash lost was playing Terran. I think he played Terran twice versus Soma. I think he won one game as Terran and lost a game as Terran. And then he like won a game as Zerg, lost a game as Zerg, and then I think lost a game as Protoss. I think that's what happened.
There he is. Dandy is also in the Discord.
Hello, Dandy.
Casting channel. I don't think he can hear us, but he's just going to be, I guess, observing like you guys and streaming on his own channel. Shout out to everybody viewing. We got over, what, 300 viewers combined? Sponsors happy. We're happy. Dandy's children who were funding to go to college are happy.
Everyone
I just started asking Dandy
is
for
happy.
money.
Well, versus Terror, I played in Fighting Spirit Mania with random. I think I played one Syria, so I know how terror thinks. He likes to play only one expansion versus random, and with high frequency of drops. He will try, I think, uh, vulture drops and so on.
But what I was saying as far as like the race pick goes, so say for instance Scan goes random and he gets Protoss and Terror opens up with Tech. He doesn't have the option to go for the fast expand late gas build depending on the map that he may normally have, because what happens if he gets like a Terran or something like that? I mean, I guess you could technically. That's still a viable build for all races, but I don't know.
Yeah, but it's too much. We need Terror to do his best, and it's also a challenge for him.
I agree.
Terra's viewers want to see him take on the random Scan, I'm sure.
Is that
But,
right?
yeah.
Want to cripple him twice. I mean, random is really fun, right?
Oh,
Figuring
yeah.
out what races
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are, seeing what they're going to start off with.
No, I really like the fact that Scan is going random. I kind of hate that he has to go against random, because I mean, when you go against a random in a ladder match, yeah. Let's see what they say. Let them decide.
Bueno, en estos momentos está Terror y Scan esperando a iniciar la partida. Están discutiendo un tema sobre las razas. Y tenemos que Terror fue Terran versus Scan jugando random, tal cual se había avisado anteriormente.
Plotting in the bottom right is the blue Terran. We have Scan. And to the bottom left is the red Terran. We have Terror. Now, Scan is announcing his race, and he has announced, so both players know this is a mirror matchup. So,
Tenemos un enfrentamiento Terran versus Terran. Scan decidió anunciar su raza. Y tenemos una jugada bastante interesante por parte de Terror. Estaba buscando al centro y sorprender a Scan.
I'm wondering
So
if
we actually got a little proxy Rax coming out here.
Yeah. Now is one.
I don't like the position of it though. Like, I really feel like, and I'm sure he was banking on a top left or top right position here because he's made it so high.
Sí, en este tipo de jugada que está haciendo Terror se espera un ataque de 2 o 3 marinos que puedan destruir o atrasar un poco lo que es Scan. Sin embargo, es esperable que se ponga un juego un poco más defensivo, quizás un bunker por parte de Scan, y de esa manera aprovechar esta ventaja de 2 obreros que va a tener. Tiene 2 extra SB cuando se quede supply block Terror. Así que veamos qué sucede.
Okay, so the fact that he's not scouting scan first is actually a good thing. So Terrans typically build 1, maybe 2 Marines at the beginning. If you see that SCV scout come that early, before your barracks is done, then you know something's up. I don't like that he is scouting with his Marines so early, though. And it's a solo Marine. Yeah, see, Scan sees this. He knows what's coming. He's gonna bunker or SCV block the ramp.
Terra actually does not know the scan is at bottom right. At this point, the rush is pretty much dead.
Tenemos que Scan envió con tiempo suficiente para preparar una defensa, lo cual deja en desventaja a Terror. Tiene 2 obreros menos y un poco menos de mineral, también un poco menos de gas. Así que veamos cómo soluciona esta diferencia Terror.
Oh no! Ooh. Okay, so he actually saved a couple of Marines there, but no, I don't think so at this point. So I think Scan knows that he's fine now, and he's just gonna chill and hang out while he keeps the lead. No. Man. This is really unfortunate for Terror. Yeah, see, he actually has to expand now to see if he can get any kind of stronghold early on. He did force extra Marines from Scan, but, I mean, he still has an SCV lead. He still has tech advantage. He's going to have an extra factory. So, things aren't really looking good for Terror. Terror's hoping that he can kind of hold out for a little while and drop his second factory before his barracks explodes. I don't know if he's going to be able to, though.
Wait. Go back to where you were on the observer a second ago. To the left a little bit. Go up. There's like something in the wall. Yeah, right there. See in the wall how there's like on the cliff of the wall right next to the third base. There's like something in the wall.
Oh, cool.
It's like a frog face or something.
And it does not look like Terry is going to make his second factory. So he is going to wall off and protect himself.
Terror está intentando asegurar su expansión. Logró observar qué es lo que está haciendo Scan en este momento. Vio 2 factory, sin embargo perdió su barraca, lo cual le permite jugar defensivamente y cambiar aviones o algún drop. Yo espero que juegue un poco con drop porque necesita el factor sorpresa. Tiene un poco de desventaja, sin embargo la expansión la tendrá un par de segundos antes. No sabemos si podrá detener los tanques por parte de Scan, así que está en una situación bastante complicada. Terror, un Terran bastante conocido del Perú.
Scan's gonna get a full scout of this base.
So this is what's happening right now. So you see that Terror has got the starport, the add-on. Okay, he's gonna go for Cloak. He's hoping that whenever Scan does this double tank factory add-on push, that Cloak is gonna be his saving grace. There's no eBay, there's no Academy or anything like that out for Terror right now, or Scan right now. And actually, you can see the Academy actually dropping, I believe. Up there at the top right. Yeah.
Do we have any tank tech coming out here for Terror?
No.
No, we do not. Okay,
that's why he's really banking on.
So,
Oh.
I'm not sure why he's just flying his first raid then.
He's trying to see what's going on.
Yeah, but he's revealing he has Wraith tech.
That's okay. If he forces out, yep. If he forces out Goliath before tanks, so see now, yeah, he can cancel that. He has to rebuild his barracks, unfortunately, which I think might be done. I think it's at the bottom of his base. Oh no, he's just got started. I hate to say it, I really think Terror is in a lot of trouble. He does see the mines. He's gonna have to baby step.
Terror busca una posición ofensiva, necesita recuperar la economía que perdió. Esto lo puede hacer con los aviones y buscando puntos débiles con la invisibilidad. Mientras toma la tercera, es una situación bastante complicada. Tiene pocas unidades. Y Scan, ya tiene Scan.
Oh,
These
I
tanks
do
with no
not-
supporting units.
I do not like this.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he moved out that early.
I think he actually wanted to gain that high ground advantage and then secure a third, but you can't do that yet.
Yeah, he went for too many different techs and he had one factory. Scan's adding his 4th factories, and I think Terry even started his 2nd. Okay, he is going up to 4, but he's
He lost his first 3 tanks though. Like
Yeah.
that hurts so bad. Scan's just rolling right now, man. He's got the double add-on researching.
Scan se está posicionando en las afueras de la base de Terror, la tercera expansión, lo cual complica bastante el escenario para nuestro jugador peruano, uno de los mejores Terran a nivel fuera de Corea.
And see, this exact position is why he was trying to gain that high ground, because Scan's about to set up on him, and he's not going to be able to do anything after that. He's going to go for that old school contain we used to see every game in TVT. And there it is. Phew. And I mean, what do you really do at this point, though? I mean,
Drops.
yeah, drops, but you know,
It's
Scan's
the
gonna
only way out.
Scan's fast enough to aim those drop ships and
I
pick them off.
mean, a drop to 6 o'clock and then pivot to take the map.
Yeah,
Tenemos
maybe.
el primer intento por parte de Terror
He's
para
got a scan. There we go.
desconcentrar a Scan.
Okay, so he did scan the SCV, so he doesn't want to reveal his location yet. So he might actually drop everything and walk it. Rather than just running it across. But does Scan see this too? Is he watching the stream right now? Oh my gosh.
No. Well, un saludo para Scan que está viendo el stream.
Nice pickup if he's able to get both of these tanks, all those vultures. Denied a 3rd.
Well, Scan's got his 3rd. He's taking the mineral only.
Yeah, but I mean, mineral only and Terran versus Terran is not nearly as impactful as getting that.
Well,
third gas.
no, of course not. But now, early on like this, it's still effective, very effective, because you use a lot of vultures. I am kind of surprised I didn't see a top left base or top middle base, just something obscure and random.
Yeah. Well, Terran keeping it competitive.
What is Terror trying to do is to cut the map vertically from 6 o'clock to middle map. This will be a very good way to break his entry.
Yeah, but you're about to see mass raids, and Terror does not have anything in the means of anti-air at all. And Scan's raids are very, very, very good. So we do have a Goliath, but He needs to start building turrets. Like, I wouldn't even start a CC yet. I would start a turret. There we go.
Tenemos que Terror está intentando tomar una expansión, asegurar esa posición, el cual le permitirá bloquear las nuevas unidades que intente Scan traer. Sin embargo, Scan ya tiene una tercera expansión, tiene una ventaja económica considerable y se viene probablemente el juego aéreo con un control del mapa bastante bueno por parte de Scan. Veamos que si a Terror le funciona esta estrategia.
Terra has some idle SCVs.
Yeah. I mean, it's to be expected in a game like this that is very micromanage heavy, you know.
Not sure why Terror holds his vultures back there. I feel like using the high ground advantage would have given him the best
I did
lead.
too. I did too. And he probably would have won. I mean, he pincered those one at a time.
Yeah, so I was like, what? Why would you run away to give the equal? But anyways. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering, like, is Terror gonna try and make some other move happen, or is he gonna try and kill the contain?
He's gonna break the contain. He's gonna break the contain. Scan has set up around him, and he knows that. He knows he's not gonna be able to push downhill, so he's gonna break the contain first. Ooh.
Don't think Terror is target firing.
Uh-oh, here comes the race. I don't think Terror is ready for these races. Oh, man, look at that pick-off. Oh. Okay, so Terror would have handled that very, very nicely, but Scan coming in with those race, picking off those drop ships was really nasty.
Really good.
Se ve que Terror está logrando su objetivo de cortar el mapa, sin embargo no tiene lo suficiente respaldo contra los aviones. Perdió los dropships, por lo tanto necesita un poco de tiempo hasta poder sacar otro, lo cual deja todavía a Scan en una posición ventajosa. Sin embargo, todavía existen chances para Terror para recuperar un poco el terreno del mapa. Estamos viendo que Terror está intentando eliminar esta presión inicial por parte de Scan. Está perdiendo muchas unidades sin lograr destruirlo completamente. Lo está logrando. Efectivamente está disponible para tomarse esa expansión y continuar el juego normalmente. Sin embargo, Scan tiene mayor cantidad de gas, que es lo que va generando diferencias en el terreno versus terreno. Diferencias económicas que siempre ha tenido a favor, por lo menos durante este primer juego.
This is really dangerous right now. Scan is knocking on Terror's door, and Terror has everything elsewhere. So you can see the high ground tanks coming in, trying to hold this. He's got to target fire those tanks, though, and not the vultures. Oh. Just pounding away at him. He's probably going to lose his natural. Hopefully he'll be able to secure the high ground and take out this top right, and he just decides to call it GG. He didn't see any hope of coming back. No. I mean, I would have typed GG. Yeah. It was a great game, though. It was an interesting TVT. It's something you don't typically see very often. Not that style.
Sí, tenemos una jugada bastante arriesgada por parte de Terror en el inicio. Sin embargo, mostró su primer marín, lo cual le dio indicios a Scan de lo que está sucediendo y eso lo dejó abajo todo el juego. Ventajas que supo aprovechar el jugador coreano, logrando mantener e incluso aumentar esa ventaja económica. Bueno, comentarles además que lo que intentó hacer Terror era una de las pocas opciones que tenía, dado que ya estaba encerrado, usar la expansión de las 6 como pivote para después ir subiendo y después romper ese push. Vemos que el mapa siguiente es Ascension y nuevamente Scan irá random. Terror obviamente está jugando con su raza Terran y está por comenzar.
Is it another TVT? Ooh, alrighty. Well, here at the bottom left, you've got the blue Terran, Terran. And at the bottom right, you've got your red Protoss Scan.
See, was Scan actually announcing that he was Protoss, or was he making the tongue face?
Yeah, really. Now, see, this is what I don't understand, and I've never understood this. So that's that tiny mineral patch. Why is he scouting early? Is he gonna go for another proxy? Does he just not feel confident against Scan, or what? I don't know. So, okay, that top mineral patch, it's got 500 minerals, roughly, correct? Why mine from it first? Why not spread out through all the other mineral patches and then mine after that? That would give you better mining for longer. I don't understand that.
I think that scan style with Protoss is going one solo rush. I'm not sure if Terror is doing a good strategy.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna proxy barracks Protoss, you want to go two barracks. I don't think one barracks makes enough Marines to
No.
put on pressure. You more so just lose your Marines.
Because the thing is he's gonna scout it, so he's gonna keep making zealots, and he's gonna pull some probes, and probes are great buffering units with zealots.
En la esquina inferior izquierda tenemos al jugador peruano Terran, quien está intentando un juego bastante raro versus Protoss. No se suele ver proxy barrack contra Protoss, que en este caso, además de ser un Protoss, es un jugador semi-pro y lo detectó al primer scout, por lo tanto esa barraca está mal ubicada, se viene un Zealot, Terror está en problemas, tiene que improvisar una solución y una presión alternativa, probablemente sea una factory escondida o algo así.
I don't see that being viable. I don't see him doing that on purpose. And you can't block that entrance or anything like that. Like, you can't. I don't know what Terror's doing. I don't know. I really and truly do not know. Like, that's the only plausible explanation, and that he's going to go for a fast expand now. And like, maybe because he forced the 2-gate, and he's going to go for a fast expand. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, I'm familiar with Terra and Dandy, but I ain't never seen this shit before.
Well, Ascension map is very strange, by the way, if you try to do cheese. My prediction for Terror is that he's gonna try a Steam Pack drop.
Don't lose that SCV. Don't let that Dragoon in your base either. Oh, don't use the same SCV. It's gonna die. Maybe he was just baiting a hit.
Bueno, tenemos una presión por parte de Scan, quien atacó con el primer dragón. También exploró la base de Terror y sabe que está débil económicamente. Por lo tanto, lo único que tiene que hacer es sacar un par de dragones, sacar un observer, y ese observer le dará la información sobre lo que está sucediendo.
And see that didn't do anything. I thought he might have actually had a lead, but Scan realized that his proxy wasn't going to do anything against him, so he just opted for the fast expand. And he's actually ahead again. I do
Terror
like
está
the
enviando obreros al mineral de la natural. Algunos preguntan si está en sus condiciones, en sus facultades mentales correctas. Eso no es común enviar mineral a la expansión natural.
I like the mind games. I dislike that it's always for Scan's advantage. Like, I like to see Terra get the advantage one game. But here's the thing. I will tell you this. Terror, he plays so many mind games, he's going to do a proxy next game too. I almost would put money on it. I would almost put money on that. Like, and I think you guys have seen him do it enough to where you're like, yeah, no, I agree.
But I've seen him open up with that so many times that I wonder if it's even something different. It seems like he's just getting his Marines out of there. Oh, he lost his bow. And then he lifts his barracks and everything's back to normal. So I'm not sure if it's supposed to do something different. That makes sense.
It's supposed to change his opponent's build order from what he originally wanted to do. If you can manipulate your opponent in any way early on, then it'll give you the advantage.
Like, if Scan had made a late Nexus and was being greedy, Terra would have been able to punish him with that, right? And make a bunker?
Yeah. But, okay, so what I think he wanted to do was he wanted to force additional units out of 2 gateways while he expanded and just repaired a bunker if he needed to. Scan wasn't buying that. He just opted, okay, I've got my Dragoon out. His Marines are running. He got his probe into the base, so he saw the one SCV on gas. He knew he was going to expand. Hey, click on that egg. No. Is this that map, or was that a different map? That was a different map. Oh my gosh! Like, you lost like 3 casters one game. I remember.
Tenemos en estos momentos que Scan está enviando su primer drop, dado que ya vio un poco la base de Terror. Por otro lado, se espera un push relativamente fuerte, seguramente sean unos 8 tanques, 9. Dado la estructura del mapa, la entrada pequeña está hacia Terror por parte de Scan, dentro de lo que es esa entrada pequeña. Lo que, si logra ubicarse ahí, obliga a Scan a darse la vuelta por la tercera expansión. Es una de las jugadas que probablemente intente Terror en esta ocasión. Y vemos que ya recuperó un poco el atraso inicial de ese proxy barrack.
Dan just like flies right through the one spot that's not, doesn't have vision or is defended.
Yep. He's notorious for that. Oof. Now the turret's down. He's kind of going to have free range a little bit here. Only got a couple tank hits off.
Ooh,
that was nice. Good scarab shot.
So as Terran, how do you decide whether to get vultures first and mine the map and harass, or to go tanks like Terra's doing?
Well, if you try timing attack, for example, with 10 tanks, you don't need spider mine or speed at the beginning. Is what Terror is trying to do, I think. 8 tanks and then vulture mass. But it's because the map basically.
The wife's home and the dogs lose their shit. It's wonderful.
Tenemos que Terror está intentando un push bastante fuerte con 5 Factory. Logró asegurar un terreno bastante bueno y le permite cortar el mapa y empezar a minar lo que es el sector centro-norte del mapa. Lo que tiene que decidir es si continúa ejerciendo presión o busca una tercera expansión.
Big mine hit, killed 3 Dragoons. Oh, that was good. Little wins like that really get you the slight edge that you need. And if he's able to actually take out this top right expansion and not let Scan have it, that'd be really good for him. He does need to take a third base though. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally greedy. I think he feels like he's up 2 games, so he's just gonna be greedy right now. Or no, he's only up 1 game, right? Yeah. Sorry, I see the double proxy racks early on, and I just automatically think he loses those games. And I forget we're still going with that one. So yes, he was being greedy with that, but now he's not taking a third base. Is he doing a 5 factory timing push here?
Join here.
I think that's what I saw, and I think Scan. Okay, these are a lot of Reavers. That's a lot of Reavers, and he is microing them well. Oh, that was a good hit. Save those tanks. Check the health on those tanks. What about those
Bueno, tenemos que Terror recuperó un poco la desventaja que tenía, destruyó una expansión. Scan intentó un juego un poco más codicioso, un poco más greedy. Por lo tanto, en estos momentos, Terror está aprovechando esas debilidades y está entrando a la economía. Esperemos que le resulte. Logró soportar el ataque de los Rivers en el centro del mapa y está haciendo lo suyo en la base principal de Scan.
Look at the wall that Scan created, though. You see that? Like, those are wonderful mines by Terror, by the way. Wonderful.
Yeah.
But look at that. That's a wall. Like, vultures aren't getting in that.
Game-changing mines.
Yeah. I mean, he's cut down his supply a lot. I mean, Scan probably, like, with the goons that he lost up top to mines, nothing but spider mines, and then in his base, I mean, he's probably lost 20 supply. Just to random mines.
Yeah, but in order to do that, Terror cut the SUV production and gas. If you see his gas at natural or main, probably only 1 SUV.
He's still not taking a third base. Like, this is kind of an all-in push at this point. He's only got 1 or 2 on gas at his expansion.
Tenemos que nuevamente Terror está buscando afectar la economía de Scan. Logró posicionar sus unidades en el mapa, sin embargo su economía está un poco debilitada. está sacando gas solamente con un obrero en cada uno en la principal y uno en la expansión natural. El de la natural parece que no se dio cuenta y espero que no le afecte, puesto que los tanques son muy importantes para el terreno versus proto, especialmente en esta situación. Se viene un drop por parte de Scan a los supply de terror, simplemente para atrasarlo y explorar lo que tiene en su base.
Double shuttle coming in for the drop. Double shuttle coming in for another drop. Let's say, oh my gosh, shuttles everywhere. Oh, he is running over Terror right now. He doesn't have a third base to resupply his SCVs at home. Terror has to push and end this, or at least take out his third base. It's a good game. And I think he'll be able to... Oh, here comes another shuttle. Wow.
Very good
No.
river control.
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
that's
Amazing.
I really would have liked to have seen an expansion from Terror rather than the 5 base all in, I think. He did a great job preventing that 4th base from scan all game. And he didn't do it on the base that he had went 5 fact, you know.
Yeah, but that opening from Terror
Yeah.
is almost GG.
Right.
Acaba de terminar el segundo juego entre Terror y Scan. En esta oportunidad Scan se llevó un juego que partió muy mal Terror y que logró revertir de cierta manera, pero el multitasking por parte de Scan, unos drops impresionantes sobre los tanques y unos disparos también increíbles, le dieron la ventaja y la victoria a Scan.
PVZ again.
En la esquina superior izquierda tenemos al Protoss Scan contra nuestro amigo Terror del Perú. En la esquina inferior derecha, por las posiciones se espera que el juego sea bastante macro, son posiciones lejanas y bastante safe. En esta ocasión, por mi parte, yo espero que Terror intente juego un poco más aéreo, que busque algunos drops y pueda sorprender con minas bien ubicadas en una etapa temprana del juego.
So the ideal
¿Qué es lo que
build
hace el
cross
terreno?
map, is it fast expand? What do you think, Ivan?
Well, I think that Scan is gonna try one solo, one dragon expansion, and then observer. Very standard Korean opening. And Terror, we are seeing the first barrack. It's a perfect wall to command center. And if he create 2 tanks, he will be okay. So I think that 2 tanks and then dropship play, it should be fine. Bueno, tenemos que Terror está buscando la expansión temprana, buscó posicionar la barraca ahí para hacer un muro posterior, lo cual suele ser bastante estándar y bastante defendible. De hecho no sacó Marín, tampoco un búnker, simplemente fue directo con el Command Center y ya sabe dónde está el Protoss Scan. Lo que no sabe es a lo que fue. Sin embargo, en este momento está viendo el primer pylon en la expansión, que es una clara señal de lo que piensa y lo que va a hacer es Scan. Así que se viene un game con bastante macro. De hecho, al parecer hubo un cambio de decisión en lo que hizo Scan. Quiso acelerar el Nexus, retrasando lo que es el rango. Como ya vio el primer Marín y vio el Barrack, sabe que Terror va a expandir. Por lo tanto, lo lógico es buscar un Robotic un poco más rápido para meter un Observer y saber qué es lo que está haciendo el Terran en este caso.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very passive
Tenemos-
game at this point. I don't know.
Yeah, very passive, at least for the first 5 minutes. A second factory from Terror. Why? I think he's wanna try the classic rush, 3 tanks and then a few vultures to scout the map. Se viene el primer enfrentamiento por parte de Scan con 2 dragones y esperando el rango. Y acá usualmente para los jugadores Protoss y Terran conocen que un ataque normal es entre 2 a 4 dragones, y con la cantidad de los dragones se puede estimar si es que el Protoss está haciendo algo fuera de lo normal. Por ejemplo, si llega solamente uno, podría ser un Fast Dark Templar o Fast Drop. Si hay 2, significa que está tomando expansiones o cambió a Robotic con River. Y Terror debe saber eso. O sea, él sabe bastante bien, dado su experiencia y categoría como buen jugador, qué es lo que podría estar haciendo Scan. Así que veamos qué espera. Está viendo 3 Rivers, o sea, 3 dragones en las afueras del búnker. Por lo tanto, Terror ya sabe que podría ser un Dark Templar o un Drop River o quizás una tercera expansión. Lo lógico es que busque salir de su base para poder explorar. Tenemos que Scan está intentando romper ese búnker, tiene que repararlo con un obrero por cada dragón. Parece que no lo va a lograr. Sí, apenas lo logró justito. Y con los 3 tanques puede salir a buscar y a presionar un poco. Está jugando con 4 factories. Es un estilo similar al que usan, en este caso, al que usó Miju en varios juegos, Terran vs Protoss, que tuvimos en otra realización. Y por su parte, Scan simplemente está presionando, no ha perdido ninguna unidad, simplemente está presionando, está buscando romper el búnker para luego retroceder y buscar un poco más de economía.
He's gonna bust him.
Wow, I really did not see this coming. I really thought Terra was going to push out with 2 facts, get the 2 tanks out, and then pump vultures behind it, but oh my gosh, man, this is. Oh, and he drags the mine.
Yeah,
Loses
but
all his
you know
tanks.
why Scan knew that Terror siege mode wasn't ready? In his
No.
mind, he's playing Terran, so he know everything about timing. That river push is perfect timing before the siege mode.
Oh. Wow.
GG.
The scary push right there.
Yeah. You don't really see that.
I was
I
thinking
don't.
Terror had a faster expansion. I was like, okay, Scan doesn't have range yet, so his like early goon is worthless.
He skipped
Obviously,
his
I'm
range to
wrong.
get the faster robo out.
I knew Scan knew what he was doing, but I was like, okay, where's this going? Is he gonna like drop his main with the Reaver and then harass at the front? Nope. Just gonna bust through. How do you stop that, Ivan?
Scouting. He didn't know what was Scan doing.
Hmm.
Usually, some Terran try to hide one SCV or two around the map in order to know what is Protoss doing, or at least if Protoss go third expansion. Yeah, it wasn't on time. Nuevamente Scan le ganó a Terror, va 3-0 arriba si no me equivoco, y tenemos una nueva partida en el mapa Neo Sylphid. En la posición izquierda del mapa tenemos a Terran Terror contra Scan, que también está jugando Terran. Esto, dado que fue random, le salió Terran y decidió mencionar su raza. Ambos jugadores están con sus razas principales, así que se espera un game bastante bueno. Probablemente se vaya a late game, se corta el mapa en diagonal, hay una jugada bastante interesante. Y lo que me gusta del juego de terror es que es bastante impredecible cuando toma el control aéreo con drops, así que eso puede jugar a Scan en contra. Y por otro lado, Scan busca siempre un timing attack, o sea, trata de tener por ejemplo, el +1 de mejora y ataca, o el +2 y ataca, y así sucesivamente. Cada ventaja económica él las cuantifica y él trata de obtener su mejor provecho.
You like this map, Ivan? Neo Sulfid?
Yeah. Neo Sylphid is very standard map. I think it's like the old Longinus in people's mind.
Is that right?
Everyone played Longinus, so
Dandy
in
loves
the new
that
era,
map. I know that.
in the new era, Neo Sylphid is the most traditional map for three players.
Terrans seem to like it, that's what I noticed. Terrans are very picky about maps, but Neo Sylphid, whether it's Scan, whether it's Dandy, they seem to like it. So there's something about it that they feel is balanced, and they can play against Protoss on it.
It's so easy to run vultures around on this map.
Is that why?
Longinus only had those two main ramps to move vultures about and stuff like that, right? And then they had the ramps with the 2 gas. Like, I liked Longinus, but it was a hard map. I mean, it really was. And it was very favored for Zerg and Protoss, not as much Terran.
I don't know who it was. I think it was Hawk who said that map was created to give another race an edge. Was Savior like the king when that map came out? And like that map was created to like put him at a disadvantage, I don't know, by favoring Terran.
I thought it was Boxer, and then that gave Zerg the advantage because of the double gas.
Maybe I got it like twisted, but
Yeah.
it was one of those things I heard where it was just like developed to give another race an advantage.
Well, yeah, I mean, before that, I think that map came out around the same time as Python, right? Terrans loved Python.
Yeah.
And
I like the
that, it was
islands.
Lost Temple. And before that, it was Lost Temple, and they really loved Lost Temple.
Luna might have been a little bit after
I
Lost Temple.
hate that map. Oh, I hate Luna. That was one of the worst maps ever made.
But it was like one of the so-called standardish or whatever you want to use, like a popular map after Lost Temple.
There was only 2 gases and then a mineral only for each base, and that was it.
The ramp was inverted, I think. Am I wrong about that?
No, it was a normal ramp.
No, it was a normal ramp. You're right.
Like, that map was to put Terran at a disadvantage, I'm pretty sure. Like, you couldn't even block on that map.
It was a nice break from like the jungle tile set of Lost Temple.
That is the only thing that I really liked about it. Truly and honestly.
It had a different kind of
hated it.
feel. I remember playing. We played Lost Temple so much that when you played on Luna, I was still kind of around.
Yeah, that
It
different
just-
that different kind of feel was rage. That's what you felt.
What's going on in this game, guys? Who's ahead?
I mean, it's kind of like a stalemate right now. It's just, they're scouting around, they're expanding, they're dropping their factories. It's nothing's really been a defining moment yet. Now he is going to get this barracks.
Tenemos un primer enfrentamiento
Scan's going to win the
que ambos
vulture.
jugadores perdieron casi todos. Terror perdió más. Y está en una situación desventajosa. Perdió su primer barrack y se le vienen 2 Vulture a la base principal.
See, I don't like this. What's going on here? Like,
Muy buen control por parte de Scan. Eliminó a 3 obreros, lo que lo deja en una situación levemente favorable, dado la ventaja en Barrack y esta diferencia económica. Terror,
Okay.
para compensar, simplemente bajó la cantidad de obreros que tenía el gas y buscará posicionarse en el mapa en estos primeros 8 minutos.
Alright, here comes the
So-
mass speed vault by Scan. You guys are going to see a lot of vultures this game. Don't do it, Terror. Don't do it. You know Scan is making nothing but vultures right now. Maybe he's just trying to get a good surround to get a fight here, but Scan's gonna line him up now that he sees that. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's just holding this position to lay a lot of mines. Does he have mines yet?
I hear ya.
I hear ya, sir.
Terran's got like a bunch of rednecks in it. I love it.
Yeah, I know, right? And this is bad
Tenemos-
for Terror.
Una mayor cantidad de Vulture por parte de Scan y se está comiendo a la masa de Terror.
Okay, so you got the one tank out to tank, so to speak.
Fine. Now the word tank has evolved from being like.
And the tank is not
Does it
moving.
do anything, the tank, at all?
It's not going to do anything now.
And with this number of vultures, it's kind of negligible, but.
You put the tank in the front just to take hits. That's it.
And they don't attack it, obviously. They're attacking the vultures.
Yeah,
Well, it does more damage than the vultures as well. So.
Yeah, but it's slower build time. I mean, you're gonna have 2 vultures compared to 1 tank. Once you multiply that by X amount of tanks made, it's like you said, negligible.
You'd rather make a Goliath, right?
I mean,
Pure
honest.
Vulture Wars, and then Goliath, I think, is actually stronger. However, the tank is going to give you the option to siege those eventually, and then like just better as a mixed composition force. But I think
we have seven SCV gap between Terran and Scan.
Oh wow, really?
Are you counting their SCVs, Ivan?
I was about to say, how do you tell
I
that?
think you mean supply.
No,
Okay.
they destroyed by Vulture. I mean, Scan killed 7
It's
SCV.
an eagle eye.
So far.
Oh. Yes.
Okay.
God
I'll
damn,
say,
Ivan. S-rank player here counting SCVs.
No.
That's like double S rank right there, man.
Yeah, you score me. That's why I wasn't speaking. I was counting. See.
Oh no.
You must think I'm such a noob with my questions.
I got a 3rd add-on coming in here, so it's gonna be some heavy tank running from Scan. Taking his 3rd base. Terror not opting to take his 3rd yet.
Bueno, lo clásico de los Terran versus Terran es tratar de posicionarse en el mapa y cortarlos. Acá en el minimapa se ven los colores haciendo estas diferencias. Tienen que bloquear, en este caso, la tercera de terror para que no se tome un sector en altura. Y por otro lado está intentando romper la tercera expansión, que tiene gas, lo cual sería bastante bueno, o por lo menos retrasarla.
Ooh, nice.
Que fue lo que hizo.
Nice little pick off there. So he killed a couple tanks. He killed that SCV making the expansion, but he really needs to get his expansion up. What's that floating building over there? That's a barracks. Has he not started his expansion yet? Oh. I really don't like this for Terror.
When do you make Goliaths in TBT?
When you see a starport made.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
maybe
if
like to make them when you're doing dropship play, when you transition to lots of dropships, because Goliaths are really space efficient.
Yeah, but I mean, other than that, you don't really typically look. I mean, look at this map right now by Scan. Like, turn the vision off for Terror just for a second. Look at that map, dude. Like, half of that is spider mines. That's why you use vultures. Terran's not walking all over that. Now, this is a great split by Terror, and he's trying to come down the weak side, but I don't know that it's going to be efficient for him or not. We're going to find out here in a minute. Got a big engage coming in here. Scan is aiming the siege tanks with his tanks, and there's a lot of vultures able to buffer. Ooh, this has not been efficient for Terror at all.
Yeah, it wasn't
Wow.
that bad.
Look at the supply count. Scan's up in expansion. And Terror lost a lot more tanks than Scan did. Scan only had like 5 or 6 tanks that entire fight. Most of those units were vultures. Terror had about 10 to 12 tanks at that engagement.
Like this one
Scan está tomando posición en el mapa, tiene una expansión más, tiene un gas extra en comparación a Terror, que es lo que marca la diferencia principalmente del Terror versus Terror, y lo está haciendo retroceder. Y está buscando la cuarta expansión a las 6 del mapa, y tiene por lo menos 6 factories contra 5 por parte de Terror. Además está un poco más avanzado en lo que es tecnología, ya tienes aviones, lo que obligará a Terror a producir un par de Goliaths para detener y evitar el avance de Scan. Lo importante es tratar, en este caso de Scan, es evitar que Terror se tome las 12 del mapa. Y lo que importa son los pivotes que hay con expansiones con gas. If you see only the scan vision, you will see a vertical wall. Yeah, perfect split or cut the map.
There we go. Sorry, I dropped my mouse and then I went to hit my push to talk key and then I hit escape. Like everything was like backwards.
Ivan's like the kid I used to copy off of in geometry class. He seems to know a lot about shapes and shit. And he seems smart as well. Not that Abug and Whyusuk aren't smart, but...
No, I saw what you're doing there. I can read between the lines.
Good one.
Now who's geometry smart?
Counting SCVs. Making smart comments about the minimap. I can barely tell what's a unit and what's a Spider-Man, okay?
It's
Dan's making a good up and down line here.
I just see a bunch of shit on the minimap.
While Terror has kind of a hexagonal tankish mind thing going.
And you know, at least Terror's got that purple color.
Oh, he loves magenta, dude. He picks magenta every game.
And fucking Scan picks black. It's like the worst color. They should have never, ever allowed it.
Did he random his color, or did he
No,
pick
he's been picking black like every game.
You know why he's been picking black every game?
No.
Because it gives you an advantage on the mini-map, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your opponent's obviously going to shift tab it. I mean...
Is he? I don't. I enjoy the different colors.
I thought he's just doing it to fuck with us.
I know shift tab is what you're supposed to do. They're like, oh yeah, of course you got to shift tab it every
and
game.
I don't shift tab it myself all the time because like blue and red gets boring. And we have one viewer who goes crazy about that, which is pretty funny. He hates blue and red.
Dude,
big shout out to Metaphysics.
16 minutos del juego y ambos jugadores están prácticamente con el límite de producción. Así que se viene un ataque bastante importante.
There's got no upgrades, guys. I think,
Do what? Click back. What? Oh, man. What is he doing this game? Come on, Terror. I love you, bro. I got mad respect for you. You're better than that.
Oh, let's see what Terror's got. Is he gonna win this?
No.
What?
No. This tank line's about to melt.
Take that, Ivan. Take this to your geometry class.
No, watch right here.
Oh shit, Scan's got more stuff.
Yeah, it's two tank hits per tank.
That was good though.
See? 2 tank shots, the tank's dead.
Yeah, okay, Scan's got a bunch of shit down here, guys.
Look at the supply count. It's 50 supply difference.
That was cool though for a moment where like
oh my gosh, look at this.
This is the worst thing about TVT.
Mass drop on your depots.
This is why you don't play Terran, right? The whole dropping in your base siege tank thing, like you're fucked.
I don't know, these tanks are really clumped up though. Like they're gonna start killing each other.
How do you deal with this?
Bueno, tenemos un drop por parte de Scan a la base de terror, el cual le permite desconcentrarlo y también traer más unidades para tomarse el high ground de la tercera expansión de terror, que debe ser el próximo paso lógico por parte de Scan para evitar que salga a la base.
No.
Y tenemos una ventaja significativa, en este caso a favor de Scan.
Like, don't get me wrong. I understand that playing against someone at such a high level is, I wouldn't say intimidating or nerve-wracking or anything like that.
I would
Because
call it
Terra's,
both those things.
well, Terra's played at a high level, man. He's won tournaments. He's won tours. Like, I mean, he's no stranger to the pressure. But I think playing at such a high level player is throwing him off his game because of what that high level player is doing. Like, I played against Scan in 2 vs 2. You enter the game and you're like, yeah, I'm at a total disadvantage. But then the stuff he does during the game, it's like, okay, he just made it 10 times worse. Like, he threw Terra off his game, I feel like, because Terra's a better player than that.
The gap between like foreigners and semi-pro Koreans or whatever is pretty significant, and the gap between like pros is pretty significant. I didn't watch the match between Soma and was it Mini? I don't know, it was like a 6-0 or something. I got the result probably wrong, but you know.
I don't know.
I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. Let's go to the next game. What map haven't we played on?
Circuit Breakers.
From the last set. I think they wanted to do the same maps. Let's do Largo, guys.
Largo?
La gente
Expand
pregunta
it for me.
si es que Terror podrá tener mejores resultados que Dandy contra Scan.
Click
¿O
on that
será
map
también
for
un
me.
5-0?
Do I know this map?
Sorry, Ivan, feel free to speak over us. It was created by the creator of Neo Sulfid, Eclipse, Ascension. There's a new version of this called Allegro. And Vermeer is made by the same map.
Largo was in last ASL season, and I think it's currently still in the ladder.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, still on ladder.
Oh my god, yes.
Alright, finally get to see some Scan Zerg.
Finally. This is what I was hoping for.
Yeah, I want.
Yeah, this is his only game he's been on. Like, okay, so he's played, what is it, 10? This is his 10th game tonight, and this is the first one he's gotten Zerg.
Yeah, on bottom left. Yeah, the same color. On bottom left, we have Terror playing with Terran versus Khan. On bottom right, Zerg. We will see if he's gonna try 12 hatchery into irregularities or maybe mutas. What do you think, Ox?
I used to copy off kits like you, Ivan. There's no way I can answer that. Don't embarrass me like this, Ivan. I've observed thousands of games and I still know nothing about this game. It's either I'm stupid or I just don't pay attention. Or both.
What do you feel? What's your vision? It seems like 12 hatch.
I'm going to go... Oh, okay, so he is going for 12 hatch. I was going to say he was going to go 12 pull to fast muta play. Like the really, really fast muta play. But looks like he is opting for the 12 hatch.
Yeah, it's a standard in this map.
Oh, yeah,
it's a very big map.
So he's going to go for the 12, 12, 12. It looks like. So you delay your spawning pool and gas slightly at Zerg, but it's only by like a few seconds when you to get your mutas out, but you should also be able to get a third hatch in your main. Have a good mute and have a really strong drone count.
I don't think you actually go for the third hatch in this game. I think you keep Mutaplay and then you go for that third hatch expansion, right?
Sí. Tenemos que tanto Scan como Terror partieron con una expansión rápida. En este caso, Terror se arriesgó un poco y fue Command antes que el Barrack, lo que le dará una pequeña ventaja en caso de querer jugar con el +1 y 5 barracas. Un push bastante rápido y fuerte. Por otro lado, Scan ya está viendo la base de Terror. Sabe lo que tiene, sabe lo que fue. El Terror, sin embargo, no ha logrado ver. Está siguiendo el drone, muy inteligente, sabe en qué posición está. Así que Scan tratará de detener el obrero para evitar que conozca su base. Hasta el momento está bastante estándar. 3 hatcheries por parte de Scan. Yeah, you know. How many?
Hold on, what?
It's just kind of become more popular recently to try to, because like 3 hatch is really good at Zerg, but it's so slow.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you get your Spire out later. That's why
that's why people have been going for this 12-12-12. They've kind of been realizing that, oh wait, you can kind of get a little bit of the best of both. Like slightly slower 2 hatch, but like a slightly weaker 3 hatch. So it's like you kind of get the best of both in some ways, or the worst of both, depending how you look at it. But it's like a stronger transition, because one of the biggest problems with 2 hatch Muta is that you have to not lose your third phase. Whereas if you get that third hatch out, you can get a nice solid drone count out before you try to take your third. So I think it just feels better as Zerg to have that third hatch in main as opposed to at your third phase. See, now he's going to get his 4th hatch at third phase, that 5 o'clock. So he will have a slightly slower third gas. He's not going to have like crazy third, but he's going to have like a respectable. And he's going to be able to make a lot of.
Yeah, so like the early lanes, you didn't see any of that, and maybe he noticed. Did he see that he was going tech? Let me ask that. Did he see that he was staying tech, like he went mech?
I don't think he saw that, but the thing is, he hasn't seen Terran move out yet.
Hey,
there's no rates that have come across the map. There's been no move out. Like, if you don't see a Terran move out by this point in time, I would be very, very suspicious.
Well, what I'm saying is, if he saw the mech, I can understand the third hatch.
So he just runs by and gets some kills, gets the scout, he sees this, he knows, okay, my mutas are going to be really strong.
Yeah, he really needs to add some turrets here.
See, this is the other thing when you go 12-12-12, like, look, he's bringing out mutas, he should have, looks like 5-6 mutas popping here. But he's adding in, he's still able to drone. Like, he's not, like, trading economy to make mutas, he's actually got a pretty strong progression.
Sí, en este juego, a diferencia de lo que gran cantidad de Terran intentan hacer, que es jugar con Marines, Terror está jugando juego mecánico. Busca generar una gran masa de Goliaths para detener estos mutas. Scan intentó una expansión bastante rápida, un poco más rápido de lo normal cuando uno va Hatchery. Así que yo creo que Terror va a lograr detener esta expansión. Si notan que la producción de SCV se detuvo, esto lo hace para tener 5 o incluso 6 factories y con una mayor producción. Se viene algún push como al minuto 9, es lo esperable.
Yeah, I don't know if that was intentional, but I don't know what he would have made there though. Like, I don't know. I guess he could have made a sunken, or made a creep colony. I'm a little confused. I mean, I know he wants to find these vultures, but he doesn't seem to be that. Scan doesn't seem to be very like aggressive and looking for him. He's just kind of.
He's playing very passive.
Yeah, which is fine considering the fact that Scan went mech and Terra went mech. And with the third base up, he 4 hatcheries. Scan's fine. Okay, yeah, he gets these. Now he's safe to actually start harassing.
And see, I think that's why he didn't harass yet. He was worried about the vultures running into his base and him not having any answer for it.
Well, look at the drone count though. Like he's got like 15 drones at his main and to that is natural. So probably close to 40 drones for Scan right now, which in a DVT is very, very nice. Now the problem for Scan is he ready for this many Goliaths? And I don't think he is. I don't think he even knows that they're moving out. Okay, now he knows, but
his third's dead.
There's no upgrades on these mutas, are there? He's got.
I think he's got +1. Yeah, he's got +1 attack.
Okay, he's got +1. He's got 15 mutas versus +1 armor. It's gonna be very close, but I think it will just enough for Surge.
That was bad of Terror. He stopped attacking. How much life does that Sunken have? Yeah, he should have finished off that Sunken. I think he would have fared a lot better there if he had finished this. How many mutas has he got? Well, I don't know. That's a lot of mutas left, though.
So this is the problem with mech builds, as with Terran. When you go a mech build, when you go Goliath, and your push fails, it's so one-dimensional. There's very little comeback potential after a failed push like that. And Goliath versus Muta is one-sided. Either the Goliaths wreck the mutas, or the mutas wreck the Goliaths. It's never like.
Does Goliath have upgrades?
Destruction. Yeah, they do. Armor.
+1 armor. Yeah. Okay. So and that was the right call because you want to mitigate that splash.
Sunken was the.
He has to go now. He cannot run back to base. If he runs back to base, he's lost. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I think he killed the third. Actually, he should probably run to the third natural. Try and take the main.
Maybe, but
if he just takes his eyes at third just wins the game anyway off of this, like.
Ooh, that hurts.
I don't know why he's attacking this position again. Like it's too slow.
He's gonna be able to kill the base.
Yeah. He'll kill the base.
He's pulled the mutas.
2 bases and 3 hatcheries and all their tech buildings.
Yeah, and now Terran's back on 2 base now. It's 2 on 2. So he's got to kill. He's got to aim this down though. There we go. Good.
It's 2 on 2, but Zerk has the production.
These Marines right here might actually prove to be very useful.
Mass Muta against a comp.
Look at this. Ah, here comes some more reinforcing mutas. I'm not gonna count Terror out just yet though, because he didn't reveal the armory yet. Oh no, did he?
Yeah, he needed to have. I really think he should have gone for the natural there.
He didn't rebuild the armory.
Yeah, I don't know if he even realizes this at this point.
He's got to. He just popped out some vultures.
He's spending his money on something, but I'm not sure what.
Oh, and the vultures are out on the map. Oh, he's got an
Tenemos
armory
un
somewhere.
segundo,
Bottom left, maybe
un
behind the
segundo
map. Is it behind the map?
sí.
I don't know. It's somewhere, man, and we don't see it, so it's got to be there. Okay, there's the armory being rebuilt. Okay, I was about to say, man, he must have had some units queued up in the factories then. Oh, he sees the mutas.
I don't think going Valkyrie is really the right play.
Oh, he might be going vessel.
He might go. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Valkyrie's probably the
He's
best
got a nice gas supply right now. We'll find out though. I mean,
against Scan, just getting lots of drones here.
Sí.
He's almost even in supply.
Terror intentó destruir la expansión de Scan, sin embargo, en su primer intento perdió muchas unidades, lo cual lo consiguió en el segundo, pero Scan le entró a la base y lo atrasó bastante, así que se encuentra en una posición desfavorable y necesita juntar mucho más y esperar unos 2 o 3 vessels para poder hacer un counter relativamente seguro y poder tomar la tercera y la cuarta expansión de una. Esa es la única opción que tiene Terror, mientras trata de matar los Defiler en el futuro. Así que se viene una situación muy defensiva por parte de Terror. En cambio, Scan está habilitado para tomarse el mapa y seguir molestando con los motos.
I'd be able to get a third here for Terror, but like Zerg's on 4 bases now and adding in queens, so low econ Terran versus mass queen is kind of a joke.
yeah. And you know what? I hate to say it, but I don't see Ensnare used enough. Ensnare is a beautiful, beautiful skill. The only thing it's not effective against is sieged tanks. Like, actually sieged tanks. Everything else is like half speed. Half move speed, half attack speed. I don't understand why people don't use Ensnare more.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I've used it a little bit, but it's not.
Oh, I use it. I love it.
Yeah, it's I'd like to see it more.
Especially against Zerg. Like, if it's ZVZ or something like that, oh yeah. Like 2v2 even, if I have a second base and I'm going mass mutas against somebody else, I'm using a snare. And I'm winning that fight too.
Yeah, it's a commitment though. It's 300 gas to get 1 queen out. So you're down 3 mutas, so you have to play it right.
Well, you actually have to research ensnare as well, so it's a little bit more. But if you ensnare more than 12 mutilas, yeah, you're in good shape.
Well, it's 100 gas for the queen's nest, 100 gas for a queen, and 100 gas for ensnare. So it's 300.
He's going
gas.
straight for the main. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, I'm surprised he didn't drop a couple off. There we go.
What, 4 drones? Changing target? Okay. That's like, what, 3 drones? But Scan just...
He's on top of it, man.
Yeah. At this point in the game, if you're harassing Zerg and not really... It's almost a waste to throw away units like that. It's just vultures, but...
Psychological mind game, man. Like, I dropped you.
Yeah, that's almost
the
the more
queens,
important thing is the
where
APM tax.
How do you feel about these queens, Ivan? Are you invested in them as we are?
Queens? Of Fighting Spirit Mania tournament, when I played Terror, I used Queen to infest 1 command center, and I used to the snare upgrade.
Did you make Infested Terrans, man? I gotta watch that if you did.
Yeah, I think that
It's
a
beautiful.
beer, no, the German or the
Ooh.
caster rep, beer
Yeah, that's
rep.
right.
Yeah, he streamed that.
Mines. Any mines? No mines. Not many.
Infested Terrans are one of the coolest units.
Spirits only had that little series for a while where we were playing like infested variants of those maps.
Yeah, Dead Infested still hosts those Infested Terran show matches. Or he's got a tournament or Star League or something like that.
Oh
Dude,
wow.
what?
Yeah, there's a Infested Star League. Big shout out to him. He promoted it on Artosis' stream as well.
Who is this?
Dead Infested. He's in our Discord and other ones.
I know we did like an infested Terran.
That's what he does. So he takes maps and they add like command centers and stuff, and you're supposed to make Infested Terrans. It's a whole tournament like that, so you can sign up and play.
It's like my claim to fame of being able
What are
to
the
develop
rules?
the meta for it.
You just it's like a
blocking
normal
ramps.
game, but you try to make Infested Terrans, I guess.
I was about to say you gotta limit rules on how many actual units you can make or what units you're allowed to make and stuff like that. Otherwise,
That's not fun.
oh, you've got to trap this. You've got to trap this if you can. Come on, Terror. Siege the shit out of those Hydras. Ugh.
Now, one thing I do, and I don't know if Scan, not being a Zerg, not really much of a Zerg player, is realizing this, but if you can have a queen out there to parasite something in the Terran army, it makes cloning
A vessel.
a lot easier.
Oh my god, what's Scan doing? Is he throwing away his old
He's
armor?
cloning his queens right now.
Ooh.
Oh my god,
Alright,
here they come,
yeah,
guys.
Queens.
This is it.
It's super APM intensive.
Oh my god, how does he do
Right.
that?
You put all the queens really far away
Shift.
on one side of the map, then you tell them
Shift.
all to broodlink one
Shift.
queen, then you hold shift and click one of the queens in the selection
Yeah.
box at the bottom. It releases one queen, then you broodlink another tank, shift, click, you just keep releasing them one at a time.
So you guys
you
can
have to
do that?
manually
That's
click all
super
of them.
cool.
Yeah, but you have to put the queens on the other side of the map because
Oh.
otherwise they'll all broodlink the same tank.
Yeah, and I don't like that he has so many queens. Like he has a lot of queens right now.
Oh, you have to. You have to go a ton of queens.
No, he's got like 18 to 20 queens right now.
That's totally normal. Look
You know
how
how
many
much
tanks there are.
Do you know how much supply that's like 40 plus supply he has right now.
I mean, you kill a tank. The Zerg army is way more efficient.
You
than the
really
Terran
don't
army.
like this many queens, dude. Oh!
No, this many? No, I love queens, but not this many.
Well, the Zerg army is a lot more supply efficient than the Terran army once you
Well,
get
yeah.
tanks. So just you trade queen energy for tanks, and suddenly the Zerg army is stronger.
Oh, here they are,
So-
guys. Try not to lose them. Okay. They just kind of
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know.
made an appearance and left. They're really slow casting that, though, eh? It's almost like a suicide mission.
Yeah, almost. Depending on your timing, because once you start getting broods off,
I guess that's
Like-
fair.
the Goliaths change targets. So
It would be imbalanced, right? If they're super fast about it. You just cast shit and fly away.
I mean, they already have defilers too, so you can't really make Zerg more imbalanced.
What about EMP versus Queen?
EMP is very good versus them, yeah. Zerg have probably the best casters in the game, but they have also a lot of APM requirements.
Oh my goodness, look at all these broods.
See, and once the tanks are gone, it's like all these Hydras can just plow on through it. There's more tanks, but see, the other queens should be ready by now.
Like, I get why Zerg is so fun. I get the appeal, you know?
Oh yeah. I just play them because they're fun. Like, I don't know. Like, there's some aesthetic appeal, but like all the races are kind of fun.
They were kind of like the orcs of Warcraft, you know? They were the different race.
Yeah, makes sense. No, they're just kind of fun to play. Yeah, this is not really what you want to be doing with your Hydras, like Defiler.
I thought he
so
I think
just
it's,
said
I think
that.
it's Spider Mine. I think it's
Oh, here
Spider
he
Mine just
comes,
killed
here
the
he comes.
Defiler.
A bunch of tanks are about to die.
Oh my gosh, man, these things are. Wow.
And it's just energy. Like, he's losing a couple queens here and there, but it's like 100 gas per queen. It's not that much, really. He's killing like 10 tanks. It's totally worth it. Yeah, he lost 200 gas to kill like, what was that, like 8 tanks? So if you start doing this early on, you're forcing.
Tenemos que Terror ha logrado posicionarse en el mapa, logró recuperar el daño económico que tuvo al comienzo, pero por otro lado Scan está intentando destruir los tanques solamente con Queen, con Broodlings, y recién en el minuto 22 empezó a sacar Defiler, lo cual le permitirá asegurar el sector norte del mapa, pero se le está acabando el mineral, por lo tanto Terror todavía tiene chances bastante buenas de ganar el juego. El único unidad en contra que tiene de peso son estas queens que poco a poco le permiten destruir estos tanques y arrasar con toda la masa.
I don't know, I think Scan is kind of tiring out here, guys. He's played 10 games. Terra is not playing turtle-ish, but he's hard to break with all these tanks.
I think it's Scan's not used to macro and on late game.
Yeah.
Something I'd like to see him do is get dropped as the Lord and start dropping on his tank position a little bit.
There's a swarm.
I don't really know what he's doing with these defilers. I see him. Okay, there we go.
Maybe
He's
that's
not. He's not able to get in good position with them, because he's not used to control this much on a scale with Zerg.
Yeah, I mean they're still effective to get
Yeah.
on the tanks and then throw in some Zerglings. Like, so good.
This is a pretty fun game, guys. Sorry, I
It
missed
really
like
is.
80% of everything, but
No, this has been great. It's great casting by these guys. Great cameraman. And shout out to Ox, man, for being able to set all this stuff up for us on a 20
it's fun
plus
hanging out
year
with
old
you
game.
guys during the
I mean-
pandemic and all.
Yeah, and the fact that you're able to still do this on a game that's 20 plus years old, it's pretty phenomenal. And I know everybody here appreciates it.
He needs an answer to these queens, though, eh?
Yeah,
Or does
you
he
know
have
what?
enough
Usually,
resources?
well, usually what you see is some wraiths, and you'll see the wraiths chase down. See, look at these queens are just sitting on top of these tanks. That's why I say queens aren't efficient, because usually people take countermeasures to queens. There's not been any countermeasures to these queens all game.
Scan en estos momentos está intentando atacar tanto por el norte del mapa como por el sur hacia la expansión de las 6, simplemente para poder dividir las unidades de terror, quien a su vez intenta destruir las últimas expansiones con mineral de Scan, así que el juego está bastante
Oh wow!
peleado.
Here we go, the big engage right here, ladies and gentlemen. This will decide it. Terror's really starting to lose supply count here, but let's see how well he holds out on this. And there's just a lot of Zerglings, man.
Scan's got like 15 hatches.
Yeah, and I think that's GG. Wow, what a game! What a game.
When you go queens like that, you're not really trying to kill them immediately. You're trying to trade efficiently and get into a good position to, like, I don't think you're just gonna be able to crush immediately. But fun game to watch.
There you have it, folks. 10-0 by Scan.
You didn't lose a single game. Wow.
Sí, es tanto Terror como Dandy perdieron 5-0 contra Scan. Ken todavía está en un muy buen nivel semi-pro, así que se esperaba por lo menos un juego, sin embargo no se pudo. Será para la próxima oportunidad. Espero que ahí los jugadores puedan resolver algunas dudas que les surgieron en el juego para mejorar y poder vencer a Scan. También agradecer a todo el público que estuvo presente durante estas horas, especialmente a la habla hispana que está viendo por Trovo y también a los casters. Gracias por sintonizar y apoyar especialmente a estos jugadores.
That was awesome, man. Ivan, thank you so much for coming, speaking Spanish, making our viewers feel at home. Abug, Whyusuk, always a pleasure. Hopefully you guys will join us next time.
Asking about the team melee. I'm guessing we're not going to, though.
Yeah, I think.
Unless we want to see Ox jump in there and team melee this.
I thought we would do a team melee in case it wasn't like a 3-hour event. I was just trying to aim for a minimum 3 hours, so the sponsor was kind of happy. But that's nice of Scan to offer. Let's let him rest.
Yo, guys, come check out my Twitch. Why You Suck So Bad? Play 2 vs 2s on Shield Battery. If you want to see a super distracted gamer, come check me out. I usually have kids running around and stuff. It's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, gentlemen, I've taken up enough of your time. We will have another event. And I'll stay with you guys.
Yeah. Thanks for
Thank
having us. That was fun.
you.
Thank you, Ivan.
Yeah.
Hey, bug.
See you later.
Have a good night, my
Have a good one.
friends. And sorry it's so late there.
Yeah.
It's 1:30 where Ivan is.
No, it's fine.
You didn't have to stick around all this time, by the way, guys. Everyone's welcome to just cast as long as you like and leave. No obligations. But I appreciate you guys sticking around. It was always a pleasure hanging out with you.
Okay. Good night,
Good
everyone.
night.
Good night.